I don't
see
like.
the
I
audio
heard
stronger
Duncan's
right now.
music.
There is barely, but yes.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. All right, it sounds good on my end.
So many social medias. Wait. Wait.
Yay! Yay!
I'm actually got a new computer chair.
All right.
Remember when you were a kid?
Save.
No, actually.
No, I don't want
But nor do I want to.
I do, and I miss it.
I loved being a kid, dude. You could do whatever you wanted.
Well, I guess you had a good childhood.
Right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Yeah, you
Stop.
didn't get your fucking little kazoo thing.
What me?
Slide
What?
whistle, whatever.
Slide whistle?
Why did you? Why? Oh Lord.
He just wants to, like, after every like joke, just to be like, like with this
Oh, God.
Oh, something about the whistle.
Like,
You should get it. You should get the kazoo and
It's
like
fine.
mold it to look like the dragon whistle.
It's
oh my god,
shit.
yeah, when he
it's
gets on my
fine.
dick.
It's fine. Silas dies first.
Oh my god. No.
Rocks fall.
I could go get my
everyone.
harmonica.
Rocks fall. Everybody dies. Reroll new characters.
I mean, I can make that.
I think I'll play a
my
gnome
guitar.
divination wizard next.
Why?
Oh, you're gonna play a wizard?
Everybody wants to play wizard. God damn it!
That mine that's echoing.
He's going to be a prospector.
I heard that
His
echo, yeah.
divination is solely to find gold.
Where's our audio?
So, somebody has it on.
He's going to talk like this.
I turned
Oh.
mine down.
God.
So I'm gonna be the Silas of the evening and just
Hey,
say your
hey, it's coming through the stream right now.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Hi, everybody.
He always eats chicken on stream. Now I'm eating chicken tacos.
Soft life.
Leroy.
everyone.
Oh, I heard that go. That didn't
Oh,
sound
we
good.
are coming through the stream.
It is
Yep.
coming.
We have been the whole time.
It's cool. I didn't say anything about how much I hate everyone. I could feel everyone's buttholes clench right when I said I hate.
Mhm.
How are you feeling my butthole?
Bruh, you know.
I mean,
Jailbait.
you did call him daddy.
Did you say Jibble?
Jailbait.
Mm.
Say
We're
I'm
all
still
of
in-
age
if
here.
you're gonna say I'm still in junior high, that's jailbait, bud.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
right.
we're still playing that game. I was about to defend your age. But isn't it past your bedtime, little buddy?
Why do I?
Kinda is.
Why do I put up with all of you?
You know what?
But you tell me when to go to bed, Dad.
Oh my God.
You know, I have to wonder,
3 minutes.
what did I do?
3 minutes.
Okay, so everything is.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh
Okay,
man.
I need a cigarette.
Yeah, you gotta do that fast.
You have 3 minutes.
Go fast.
Ándale, rápida.
Hey, hold on. Abs, are you taking your laptop or are you just going out real quick? Answer the question.
What?
Are you taking your laptop or are you just going out real quick?
I didn't hear the question.
You just stuck your out at me, so I
I'm
thought.
running.
There's
Just
2
go.
minutes.
Just
Hurry.
go.
Oh,
2 minutes. Just go.
Jesus. Why does it stream the audio first? Like what?
Because he has it set that way.
If you
Alright.
you know it, clap your hands.
Ryan.
It
Ryan,
is
I
a
have
taco
I have
from
a-
Nellie's.
a
Thank you
monk
very
that
much.
refuses to actually mark his key points off. What do I do?
Wait, what?
I have
What?
a monk in a game
You
that
still have
refuses
chicken
to
soup
mark
on the fucking
refuses to
stove.
mark his key points off.
He's
What do I
he's
do
ref-
about-
he's
Then
refusing
you
to
do
mark
it
his key
for
points
him.
off.
He
Yeah,
gets
like
no
he
key
doesn't
points.
track
You either do it for him or you tell him you don't have key points left.
Right.
Because he's like, I keep using water whip. I'm like, okay, how do you have that feature? He's like, it's a monk thing. I'm like, okay, does it cost key points? He's like, I don't think so. And I look at him
Here
like, it costs 2 key points. You have a total of 6.
No, now I
You've
can.
used
I
this
muted
8
it.
times.
2, yeah. 1, 2,
Yeah, he
4,
was.
6.
He's like, oh. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, well,
I'm like, you
can
got to
use
start
So-
marking these off, but like, I can't keep track. I'm going to start keeping track of it, and I will.
You start keeping track of it, and then the second he starts saying like, "Oh yeah, I do. I use water whip." No.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Except
You
then
can't-
it's going
you
to depend
cannot.
on you.
Because I don't want to be like a hard ass on the rules, but like,
No, but it gets to a
Rules are
point
there
when
for
it's,
balance.
that's what you're there for to do. That's what you're
Right.
there to do as dungeon master is you keep track, like not to keep track of, but you're there to
To check on
this.
Yeah.
to reel
But
in.
Reel it in.
But if you
Yeah.
track it, then they're going to depend
Yeah.
on you. I've had a player like that.
That's
They
why,
were a monk too.
which is why, like, because you tell them it's like I'm going to keep track of it. We're going to keep track of it together.
Yeah, it's the same thing with sorcerers. You got to keep track of those too because
Sorcery points, rages, divine.
It's funny because
smites,
I was
any
a
of it.
player in a table game, and even the DM didn't know how to keep track of all that stuff very well, so I just did it. I'm like, fine.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yep.
that's right. That's fine.
Abby and Dex aren't back.
We don't
Give
have
it a
to
minute.
start exactly.
Wait, one more minute.
Give them a minute.
Let people listen to my music. I'll get them through half a
Thank
song.
you. I worked hard on that one.
Dr.
John, are you
Gorthok
gonna go
around.
cameraless today, John?
He's gonna be peanut gallery and make live comments.
Mhm. Oh my
Just
god.
jerking off.
I hope you use the silent golf voice announcer. Oh, and he just barely missed his shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Abby just text me. My Nana fall start with out. Start without her. She says.
Okay,
Alright.
we're going live.
Go live.
Card thrower.
Woo!
Alright.
Back and forth.
How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Scattered Rollers, where we all may be separated in life, but we are all joined by story. How's everybody doing tonight?
Doing good.
I am ready to dungeon some dragons.
Mm.
Yeah?
I'm ready to drag in some dungeons.
Oh, good sir. I like the
I would
way-
like to
And-
say one thing
And it's
beforehand.
starting already.
First time tuner, card thrower. Nice to meet you. Thank you
Hey!
for tuning in.
Welcome,
Hey, thanks.
welcome to the show. Welcome to the madness. Hope you have a good time.
Crazy.
Guys,
Huh.
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we love that you're here.
Oh yes.
Let me say that.
So, picking things up from last week, the party was in Iman with, at the behest of a current member of the Silver Dawn, only new member of the Silver Dawn, to reclaim some gear that was left behind at a guild in Iman known as the Burning Legion. They were disappointed. Turned out that they really couldn't do anything there at the guild hall. Got told that the team was coming in. Was told that the team was coming in to unlock their gear and move it out, which is where we're going to be picking up with you guys still sitting around the table that you were, with Jasper sitting there with his head in his hands, rubbing his head.
Gorthok is just sitting there, just kind of angrily eating.
Which is when, at that point, you hear a loud boom.
Oh,
And you notice, though, that those who are in the bar area of the guild don't really pay it much mind. They kind of just like hear it, and you see Ivan, who's now back behind the bar. He holds on to a couple of glasses as it rattles a little bit, and he just waits. And he goes back to cleaning a couple of glasses.
Did it sound like it came in from inside or outside?
Inside.
above or below?
Below.
Mm.
Cora's gonna look at him and say, "Any clue what that was?"
Is that where we came from?
Hey, the big boys got it. That's where y'all came from. That's how y'all got here.
Someone came here.
That-
Somebody
that
just
sounds-
arrived.
That's what it sounds like when
Someone
he
else?
arrived. Okay.
And Jasper kind of just leans back and he goes, "Yep, Fallon's here."
Oh, right. They were called.
Yep.
Oh,
And
Fallon!
They'll
Mhm.
find us eventually.
You gotta see everybody. Aurora's gonna
and
go and meet them.
okay,
Look
and
like
you
the system.
walking over to the same wall that you guys walked out of from before. You watch as a brick slides out and it slides open to where you see a halfling leaning on a shoulder of a warforged, and sitting in the pouch on the warforged back
The
is a
fucking
dwarf
Bjorn.
who's just sitting there.
A dwarf Bjorn.
And you see, you recognize all of them as Oswald, Desmond, and Fallon. Well, actually, no, you don't recognize the dwarf.
He doesn't look like Fallon, or we don't recognize Fallon.
You have never seen Fallon. You've only seen him as a cat. You haven't seen him as a dwarf.
Would Twig recognize Fallon?
The only person who's seen him as a dwarf is Dex.
I thought I was with Dex when that happened. I could be wrong.
You were with.
There was someone, like, other people saw that he was around. They might recognize him, but not as Fallon, is what I
Yeah.
Right, like you recognize him, like you've seen that dwarf at the guild hall, but you don't recognize, like, obviously you wouldn't recognize
Okay.
it as. Hey,
Only
that's
Dexy
Fallon.
knows that it was a cat.
Right. But you do recognize Desmond and Oswald.
Aurora's gonna go up and to the dwarf and kind of put out a hand and say, "Welcome to the guild."
And he sits there and he looks at you and he goes, "So, how's your hand treating you?" Oh, you don't, right.
My hands are
But perhaps this might,
pretty good.
perhaps this might help.
They're
Perhaps
fine.
this,
Symbol you had.
but perhaps this might help you remember. Meow. It's a bit orange.
N-
It's Fallon.
there's no way.
It's Fallon.
How did just gonna sit there kind of dumbfounded.
And yeah, and Oswald looks at Fallon, looks at you, and you, yeah. Turns out when you guys beat up that drow, he kind of was forced to drop the spell. So we got our boss back.
Awesome.
And
I
Desmond
can't
just
pick the cat and okay.
and Desmond just sits there and smile. And if a Warforged could smile, he would. And he just goes, "Creator has been returned."
Dexy's downstairs talking to Graham.
Aurora just smiles because she's
Not catching any of this.
No, none of you are catching any of this. You guys are
Okay.
still at the table.
Where's the only one up there or down there?
To my knowledge, Or is the only one that said that she was going.
Gorthok just keeps on in the kitchen, just frustrated as hell.
And Fallon looks at you, Aura, and goes, "So that turns out the Knight Commander was actually looking for you. He was actually looking for y'all. Something about payment.
Knight Commander.
The Knight Commander's looking for you. Something about payment. And his words, not mine. There's someone you'll have to meet because she's rugged like the rest of you.
Okay. Oh, so a new team member?
Potentially, I don't know.
Oh, so
They
where
don't tell me nothing. I'm technically, even though I've been serving here at the Burning Legion for several years,
You've
they
been
don't tell me
gone kind of a while,
I know.
so you've kind of missed a lot. Like I'm not even caught up, but like still.
Well, and he leans closer to you, kind of like lifting himself out of the pouch, like and almost like climbing over Desmond's head. And he just maybe we'll figure everything out together.
He's 100% gonna scruff his hair.
Hey! Not a cat anymore! No!
It's still as, oh my god, your hair is still as soft as it was when you were a cat.
And his hair is the same color as his fur. His hair is the same color.
Bright ginger. Love
Yep,
it.
he's bright ginger hair and then a full like twisted knotted beard and everything. With you see that he's wearing armor and robe, like wizard robes over his like plate armor.
She's just kind of happy. She's happy that his hair is soft.
and he climbs back up and sits in the pouch on Desmond's back again. Now where the fuck is Jasper?
I struggle to keep track of people, so that is not a question for me.
And you watch as he just and he bashes his head against Desmond's.
We could barely keep up with you as a cat.
I left because I wanted to leave. It wasn't your responsibility to keep track of me.
I'm pretty sure as Dexy's friend, he was a pet, not owner because he just don't like that word. He was a pet minder. So it was our job to keep you safe.
And as he just looks at you and just goes, Oz, find Jasper for me. Yeah, boss. And you see, he watches the halfling. He climbs down Desmond's arm, and he gets to Desmond's hand. Desmond leans down and drops Oz onto the floor, and Oz just kind of starts walking towards the bar area, which is when the rest of you see Oswald walking up in his leathered armors, with over at the rest of you.
And Jasper's with us, correct?
Jasper's with you, sitting at the table. He's sitting at the table with you guys with his back. So Jasper has his back.
You just walked away from him like 2 minutes prior.
Aurora.
So Jasper is sitting at the same table with the rest of you, with his back to the hallway where everybody came in. And the rest of you all watch Oswald. He just looks at you all and goes. And
Hey Jasper, could you help me with this coding here? Well, I'm trying to decipher. I'm trying to distract him.
And you watch as he goes into his boot and he pulls out a dart.
Oh shit! I kind of.
And he throws it at Jasper.
That's definitely a surprise.
Wow.
It is surprise, which is because it's advantage. 15 to hit. And you watch as this dart goes flying through the air, and it lands in Jasper. Son of a bitch.
Oh, I try and catch him so he doesn't like hit his head on the table or anything.
GORTHOCK reaches over and takes his food.
This is now mine.
So yes, you just see Jasper just.
He also reaches over and grabs his tail.
Son of a bitch. And he just face plants to the table, and Oswald comes walking up and just climbs up in the chair and just sits on Jasper's back, just staring at you guys. What's up, guys?
I thought you were gonna scare him.
Not knock him out.
What was that?
GORTHOCK grabs his ale. Work out for GORTHOCK.
Wait, okay, then GORTHOCK has to carry all of Jasper's stuff then, because I'm not doing it.
Oh no, that's what Desmond's here for. Desmond's gonna do the heavy lifting.
Do you want me to wake him up?
I got it. And
Give
you
him
just
a couple more minutes.
GORTHOCK shoveling food.
and you just see Oswald just sit on so Oswald is sitting like between Jasper's shoulder blades on his back, and he just looks at him and goes, I got this.
Okay.
And you watch as Oswald just sits there and just starts smacking the shit out of the sides of Jasper's head. And he just goes back and forth with it. Wake the fuck up, you moron.
I look at Silas. I go, if you ever do that to me.
And you see that Silas looks over to you. Yeah, you just won't see it coming. and just goes back to eating.
I knew
Classic
the sibling
Silas.
rivalry will happen, even though John's sick. I knew the sibling rivalry was going to keep going.
It has to.
Is there any other way? I mean, come
And
on.
and eventually you just see Jasper. Fuck, I hate you, Oz. I fucking hate you.
That's how I wake up too. That's how Tyler wakes up.
And
Hating someone named Oswald.
And Oswald just looks at him and goes, "You should have remembered that the gear is magically locked."
Technically, you guys didn't either.
Oh yeah, I know, but he was here first, so we had to blame somebody. And that I haven't done that to him in a long time anyway. So, right, buddy?
Just laying out the facts.
And Oswald goes, "Right, buddy?" And you watch as Oswald ruffles Jasper's hair. Come on, let's go get the gear. Let's go leave these guys alone. Thank you for keeping an eye on him. And Jasper reaches up, grabs Oswald by the scruff, his armor, and just holds him out in front of him. I'm sorry, guys.
I don't think you should be the one that's sorry. This is all a big clusterfuck.
And and Jasper just flicks Oswald in the nose.
So this mean we go back home now?
Oh,
we're gonna start. So, and Oswald just goes. So we're gonna pack up everything and we're gonna get it unlocked, get it moving. Knight Commander apparently wants to see you guys. There's something about payment and some new rugged.
Wait a minute, we
adventure.
get paid?
You got paid for the last mission that you never collected.
Clerics don't get paid.
I didn't know there was a payment part.
Yeah,
of this.
actually,
I
it's
thought
against
they
your
just-
religion to take
You guys are getting paid.
Oh, you give it to us?
Yeah, basically that's all.
We already tithed.
Al hasn't received gold since he started in the order, so he doesn't know.
So Oswald's just kind of like hanging there, like literally hanging there as he's telling you all this. So, I mean, if you guys want to explore Amon real quick, I mean, I'm sure there's a couple things y'all can do real quick.
Time do we have?
So it's not immediately urgent.
It is urgent, but I mean, it's instantaneous, and he kind of like just swings himself towards the direction that they came from, and it's kind of instantaneous.
Right, but if it's urgent enough to be important, then we should.
Yes, we
go
should
see what
at
it
least
is.
ask the captain.
So whatever business you guys have in Amon, do it quick. If there's anything you really need to do it quick.
Wait, hold on. I just have one question. Do either of you know if there's a motherfucking tattoo artist in this whole city?
Tattoos take a while, though.
I know. I don't want one right now. I just need to know if there's one here.
Oswald looks at Jasper and goes, "You didn't tell him?" I said there might be.
That
You're
seems
a fucking
cryptic.
idiot. You're a fucking idiot. And Oswald kind of just like swings himself up and over, taking himself out of his jacket, and climbs up onto Jasper, and he pulls down Jasper's trench coat, and you see that there is a rifle that is tattooed right across his shoulder, and it starts at his shoulder and goes all the way across.
Dexy, take notes.
That's annoyed.
Canonically, Dexy pulled out his notebook and is just like,
and Oswald just kind of looks at you sitting on Jasper's shoulder. I think it's over by the docks.
by the dock.
Rusted Needle, maybe?
I'm not going to a place called the fucking Rusted Needle. Are you kidding
That
me?
sounds unsanitary. At
I
best.
don't know. It's a tattoo parlor. I don't know. He went. I didn't.
It's clever if that's what they did. They're
Are
clever.
they sanitary, Jasper, or is it something that will not
Nothing
give
greater restoration won't fix.
Right.
I'd have to prepare that.
And Jasper looks at tries to look at his tattoo again. Well, I mean, I've had that for about 2 years or so. It's still got it, and it looks like it was done maybe 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Jackson grimacing. Cool. Great.
and he just kind of goes, I kind of forgot. Sorry.
Bet.
And he, anyways, we're gonna get gear loaded up. If there's anything you guys have to do in Amon,
Nope, you gave me all the information I need. Team?
Are we all going back together? I still don't understand.
So-
Should we go before you guys? Can it be used that often? I don't. How does
so
this thing
it
work?
is at this point that I would say that, or you do come back because Fallon and Desmond did say that they had to get the gear, and they walked off a different direction.
Okay.
Which is at this point that you see Jasper coming back with Oswald on his shoulder. And you just see the two of them just arguing to each other. Oswald is sitting there flicking Jasper's ear, and Jasper's trying to push him off his shoulder. Like,
Just watches that and walks past him towards her own party.
okay.
That's not her problem. Not.
See, that's at least a little endearing.
Dexy goes back to talking to Graham about Zadash.
Okay.
Because while all this is happening, there's way too much is fucking happening.
Which is when Silas looks over at Graham and goes, all right, best swordsman, come on. I will show him around the guild. You guys get back when you can. Come on.
Friend.
So the two of them.
Why do all my friends leave?
So
Also,
what did I miss?
Noticing Fallon, he just waves at Fallon.
You actually don't see Fallon. They didn't come this way.
Oh, I thought you said that he was up there with Desmond.
No, they walked a different direction from Aura. So you watch as Jasper and Oswald go down the hallway. You see Aura come back.
Right. Got you. Totally understand that. Dexy's just hanging out.
Aurora's gonna walk up and be like, "So, did I miss anything?"
Just so
Well,
lighthearted.
apparently we have information at the guild.
We
time.
have a potential new party member.
Didn't hear that.
No.
There's a new. What did I describe them as? A rugged person.
We just heard about potential payment.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
we also did hear that the Knight Commander had important things to talk to us about.
yes, I learned that information. I learned that there is somebody waiting to meet us. Payment was never mentioned, but anyway, is there anything anyone else
Brian.
before we go?
I would suggest I have two things that need to be done. I need to locate some peculiar
Healing potion?
poisons. No, I'm good on healing potions. Just poisons.
Just things to
And,
kill my enemies.
Just poison.
Yeah.
And I think that we should all go looking for the sister of Alexander.
No.
She was last seen.
She was not in here, was she?
She was the Seeker. Yes, she was
Said that
last
he
seen in
had a
Amon.
sister in Amon.
Oh, then that's what we're doing. Yeah, no, hell yeah. Aurora's like all hyped now. She's like, yeah, okay.
Well, the captain wanted us, correct?
You should.
We
can-
have an instantaneous teleporter. I'm sure he can wait half an hour.
Sure, the transport.
Also come
So do we have like an hour to spare, or?
Yeah, I say so.
What are you putting on your head, Aura? Why? What is?
My hair is not agreeing with me. Fuck off.
No, this is Dexy talking to Aurora, not.
Yes, and that is exactly what she says as her gusty air genasi hair flows above her in the most weirdest way. She is excited. Her hair goes poof when she's excited. Canon.
Canon.
It's so canon.
Cannon.
Air genasi's hair goes poof.
Okay.
GORTHOCK has an entirely different problem.
Oh, Dexy's sad. What is he doing?
You do what you doing, or whatever.
Well then,
I
Fucked.
Good on you, sir. Good on you, sir.
Aurora is just kind of gonna levitate whatever he's drinking and just pour it all over him.
That's what I plan to do. I'm so mad at you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Who's interested in GORTHOCK? Do you want to come look for
I'm interested.
sister?
I guess GORTHOCK have nothing else to do.
Dexy, I'll accompany you to this rusty needle or whatever it was called if you wanted to go there.
I don't know if we have that kind of time. I mean,
Well, we can at least check it out.
Make an appointment.
And Ivan's cleaning some glasses, and he's coming over to pick up whatever is empty plates and
I
cups.
do need to pick up some incense as well.
And he goes, well, "That's the needle. To get to the docks is about an hour walk."
Oh, that's a long walk for a city.
you got
Big. And he just looks at you and goes, "It's a big city."
I haven't seen outside yet. I could only imagine. I mean, it
Even in
looks
this
quite.
one building, okay?
And he just shakes his head as he
It looks
continues
quite
to
urban, I
grab
will say.
plates
It's quite impressive. I
and he
don't know
shakes
the
his
actual
head and
scale of this. Okay, bye.
continues to
I
grab
too was homeschooled and don't know
shaking
the
his
outside.
head.
Aurora's going to lean into Haruhi and go, I didn't hear city, did you?
No.
Oh, you heard what I heard?
Yes.
You want to go find some of that?
Yes, I do.
Sounds good.
Down.
Dexy, what are they talking about?
I think my passive perception might be a 14. I didn't catch it. He says out loud.
What?
Dexy, what are you talking about?
What are you muttering
I don't know,
about
man.
over there, huh?
I'm pretty drunk right now. I've been sitting here talking to
I know
Zadash.
you've been pounding down the ale over there, so why you eavesdropping, huh?
Accidentally. Do you see these ears?
I do indeed, you know.
They catch
more.
more
sound.
They have the same ears as.
I was gonna say I'm appearing
Wait,
to
hold
be half elf or an elf right now, so I do indeed have the pointy ears. So
Right.
I understand.
Who is like around Dexy right now while this whole shenanigans is happening?
I think I'm.
Okay,
next to
who's
him.
not around Dexy right now, as far as that goes?
In regards to
Okay, so Dexy's gonna look at everybody that's in the group and be like, "Hey, wait, hold on. Are we about to go explore before we get any kind of payment? This could literally take all of 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah,
fair enough.
okay. Let's
Let's
go.
Always come
So-
back.
Go
Let me see here.
So we need to. I don't.
Tony owes me money.
Whoa.
GORTHOCK owes me money.
What GORTHOCK owe money for?
What is Tony?
You
Captain,
remember that
who's
time I
Tony?
spent a lot of. Oh, sorry.
GORTHOCK
Al,
wasn't even there.
Al owes me.
Oh yes, and I intend to pay you back as soon as I can find a way to make some money.
Yes,
I
yes,
don't
you're-
know how I will come into these funds.
You left me with the tab. We're all meant to stay in that inn. You never told me you weren't going to stay, buddy. You have a communicator. And she just holds it up.
We didn't know how it worked at that time.
We do now.
We did it then.
Yeah, you still owe me the money.
You could have followed GORTHOCK.
Persuasion.
Okay.
For what?
Dexy,
For what?
this and
Just
just like,
persuade him.
Persuasion or intimidation. You know,
For what?
What?
my money
Into giving me my bitch better have my money.
You're going to try to intimidate GORTHOCK.
No, persuasion. She-
For what?
For my money back.
hold on. Aurora, how much does GORTHOCK owe you for his portion of the room?
This is more of a
The
It's
personal
not
matter.
that she needs the money. It's more of a
Right.
don't you dare do this again.
I'll have that. Does she say that to Dexy, or is that meta?
Oh,
God damn it! Dexy says, "Look, I'll hold the debt. I'll pay his portion. I'll talk to him about it. He and I have already talked to his whole. For real, guys. Aura. Like, we need to start staying at the brothel. It's way cheaper. I'm just saying. We don't have to sleep with nobody. Just get a room at the brothel. It's like 1 silver versus 3 gold a night.
Right,
I'm
but
just,
how many empty rooms do they have? I don't really
What?
want company.
I mean, I don't mind. bunkers.
Depends on the night. So
I'll start working there, and I'll be an escort, and y'all can stay in my room. It's no big deal.
Yes.
It's actually better.
There we go. We'll always have a place to sleep.
I'm the traveling hoe.
Literally.
Okay, so
Good luck. Put his debt on me. I'll talk to him about it. We've already talked to him. I've already talked to him about it. But put his debt on me if it's about the gold, and we'll get it taken care of.
she's just gonna nod.
GORTHOCK is right here. Wait, talking like Gorthok.
Let's do something productive right now. We
Okay.
have a meeting with the captain, correct?
Yes, and but we also have a possible power being in the town. She's gonna turn to the barkeep
Okay.
and ask if he has seen her.
The Seeker.
The
So
seeker.
what exactly do you say to Ivan?
That's all I know.
Dexy, can you hear me? My mic's being
You're a little quiet, but I can hear you.
sorry, my mic is fucking still. She's gonna lean to Dexy and be like, so what was her name again?
One more time, you're speaking really quietly.
What was her name again?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person.
She's known as the Seeker. However, I can't recall if her name was Sylvana or if that was another sister.
She's gonna lean back to the barkeep and be like, have you seen the Seeker and or / maybe Savannah?
Okay, I'm gonna say first off, you already know who Sylvana is.
Oh, okay, then she just say
Sylvana's the tactician. You met her already.
yes,
Vicious.
yes.
Yes,
Just
I
two
knew.
names. Okay, then she'd lean over and be like, have you seen the Seeker? Kind of a
Mysterious. I don't know much about
Wrong.
her.
Howard religious person.
And Ivan just puts the glasses that he was cleaning down on the counter, and he turns and he walks over to you and he puts his hand on the bar and goes, "There's a lot of people in power in this godforsaken town. You're gonna have to be more specific."
Probably wearing black, probably a raven skull here or there, a couple feathers, maybe something a little poofy.
Well, I mean, if you're talking about Est, which you probably are, you'll find her in at least one of the back alleys.
The daughter of the Raven Queen.
What?
She-
He just looks at you. What?
She's
Never
gonna
mind.
slap a hand
Never
on
mind.
Alfred. Full slap.
And
I
he's
don't
just
let
kind
that
of like,
happen.
and he's just kind of like, I mean, I don't know why you'd want to find her. She's crazy and mutters, and she lives on the streets.
Dexy jumps up and down doing jumping jacks. I'm like, me too, me too, me too.
Yeah, where would she most frequent?
Where's she freaking at?
She's
I want to know where you
Probably.
freaking at, girl.
she's probably might be in the slums. That'd be my guess.
How far is that? Quick travel? Is there?
It's quick enough. It's a lot closer than the docks. I'll tell you that much. Instead of going all the way around the city, slums are just about right over there. Maybe about
Okay,
20
so
minutes.
I'm gonna do this, and then we can head back and eat our new possible maybe teammate. Is that team okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
Sure.
I missed what you said.
Could we possibly
Let's shout.
Go meet our new possible teammate.
could we send some people back to get debriefed? Could we split?
I have to travel with you to the portal.
Mhm.
Understood.
Unless you want to wait here for Fallon to get back. Oh yeah, Dexy, Fallon's here. So you could wait for Fallon to get back, and you could.
Wait a minute.
Oh yeah,
Fallon,
no, Fallon. Dwarf Fallon.
Fallon
No
the
longer
cat?
Not a cat anymore. Actually, a really cute dwarf. His hair is still as soft as his fur, but if you wait for him to get back, you can probably go with them because they have a captain. So possibly.
I will never touch his hair.
That
Oh my god, it's
was
so
a true
soft.
polymorph spell. Who did that?
Drow guy. Apparently, when we did that damage, good on you, Twig. Was it Twig? Yes, good on you, Twig. We knocked his concentration or something. Magic stuff. I'm still learning. I'm sorry.
Fascinating. There were multiple spells on him. That's impressive.
Yep. Maybe
Well
he'll
done.
turn back into a cat soon.
Guys, are we the baddest motherfuckers in this whole realm? We stopped him from.
Fuck yeah.
That was a strong spell. Damn.
I
would-
remember feeling the power of that magic in that bar. That was
Lots of locks.
yes,
Lots of locks.
far beyond my ability. That's impressive.
Cora's going to put a hand on Twig's shoulder and be like, "Hear ye, hear ye."
No,
Destroy.
stop. Please. Leave that to me. But for now, I think we should probably get going.
So, splitting the party, breaking rule number 1.
Well, in what way
Where
are
are we
we
splitting
splitting?
to?
If we need to send people back with you, will you have to be the one that goes back?
So, if you could wait here, possibly for the other team's captain, and you may or may not be able to travel with them. I don't. Oh wait, she holds up the thing, the cross,
Mm-hmm.
and says, Fallon, can you hear me?
There's no response.
Well, I think we could find a way to kill some time. How long do you think you would be back there?
I just want to meet this person. Not for long, but just a quick encounter. It's a bucket list thing. I gotta. There's a lot of things on this bucket list, and I'm going through it very slowly. So I'm gonna meet this person, and then we can head straight back to the guild.
All right, so ETA, what are we talking here? Like an hour?
Yeah.
There are a few things in town I could pick up while we're here if we're doing stuff. I just don't have any money to do so yet. So
Okay.
Turns to the barkeep and is like, "How long does it take for a typical tattoo at the resting needle?"
Dexy's so determined to
Dexy,
get
perhaps we
tatted.
should find someone that is showing off their tattoos in a broad manner
We can.
and ask them.
I'm sure that a lot of these shops are clustered close together. We can figure something out. But I'm just trying to get more information.
That's
Roar
always
is
a good
going to
idea.
hand Al 600 gold and be
Oh,
like, "Give it
Oh,
back."
you got money like that?
Oh, I got lots of
Um,
money, honey.
this
A
is
lot of you do.
yours.
A lot of you do.
A lot of us have money.
Really?
Pay me back when we get back to the guild,
I've-
but this is your shopping allowance.
Uh,
Enjoy it, princess.
I've never held this.
I've
much-
never seen so much gold in my life.
Yeah.
Pats him on the
Wait,
welcome to the Queen's Congress.
Dexy, if you're going with Almanar, I would advise that you put this in your bag. That way, it cannot be taken.
Bag of holding.
There you go.
Gorthok throws his bag back over. He sticks it in.
You're lucky it's not. You're lucky it's not a bag of devouring.
I seen that and
We've
I
just
loved
been
it.
carrying a mimic this whole time, guys.
Don't tempt me.
Please.
Give back Dexy's head.
Okay.
Don't
Well
tempt
then,
me.
One of his dreadlocks is missing.
Continuing.
Twig stands up and starts making his way towards the door.
Okay.
To
Or
the
Doc, you're
needle.
coming with me to the slums.
Wait,
Gorthok figured.
weren't you going back to the guild hall?
No. You're going shopping. Me and Gortok, if he wishes, is going to find a person I need to find. Personal
Forgive me.
reasons, don't question it.
I thought we were gonna go kill time while you went and talked with the captain real quick and came back. Okay.
No, you were going shopping. Me and Gortok and whoever wishes to join me in the slums may do so.
Oh, well, if that's the case, I would rather see who needs help down there.
Yeah.
Okay, then.
We all go.
The shopping was not precedent. It was just to kill time while you were away.
Perfect.
So here,
To the slums.
Dexy, may I have that back?
What?
May I see your bag? May I see your bag real quick?
I'm not sure I know what you're
Your bag where I just put the gold. I would like to get my gold back. There you go. Here you go. Take that
He
back.
gives back.
Yeah, I give it
300
back
gold.
to her. I give back the 600.
There's an extra 20 gold in there.
Oh, okay.
All right, off we go.
All right. So you guys make your way through
Holy
the slums. Through the slums. And it is as bad as you think it is.
Shit.
Are there any ill people on the side of the road?
Quite a few, actually.
Anyone
There
who
are
looks like
quite
they
a
need
few.
it, I would just cast Spare the Dying on them
Okay.
and cure wounds.
Okay.
If looking
I'm
like
looking for any shady individual.
That is not hard to find.
I was gonna say that's everybody.
That's just about everybody. But make a perception check.
Dexy's just finger gunning everybody. Hey,
I didn't know that's what you were gonna say.
finger banging everybody.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Which we can say whatever the fuck we want.
Well.
11.
11. Not really seeing kind of what you're looking for. Like, you see people making deals in exchange of money and stuff, but it's not what.
There's no
What you
trade
need.
between hands.
There is trade between hands, but however, it's not. What you see is exchanged is a pouch for another pouch.
Right.
Not like anything like vials. There's no like nothing that gives the. It's not. These are not the droids you were looking for.
All right, then I'll just go meet up with the rest of them. Go on. I
Okay.
mean, I guess I'm there. Yeah.
Aurora is looking for a woman, mumbling and
So
to the
make
description.
I would like to guide our captain, however, whatever she's looking
so. All right. So make a perception check with advantage because kind of know what you're looking for,
for. And a D4.
and
if
then
you
an
roll
extra
well.
D4.
Okay.
Good old canned whips.
Right.
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Eldritch
That's the one.
Blast.
There it is.
Eldritch Blast.
God, I wish I had a guidance. Thanks.
I
Al.
didn't know what you were looking for. I know she's looking for someone, so I was.
What'd you get?
16.
Also didn't think of it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's tough,
Yeah.
and it takes a good while, but you eventually look down this alleyway and you see a woman hunched over, black cloak on, with a hood over her head, and she's just holding this raven and just.
Aurora's gonna slowly walk up to her and
I'm
keep
gonna
like
stay with
arms
And as you're walking,
she's gonna stop.
I'm with Aura.
and you watch as she moves around, and she looks in your direction, you see that she has no eyes.
Oh,
Dexy casts minor illusion of a red flag and is just waving it like a NASCAR race.
So you see, and she looks over, and I'm assuming as she looks over, you stop as she lifts her head up and starts moving around, right? Or do you keep walking?
Very slow steps, but audible steps.
The champion, the one who flies, the one who was gifted wings. The time has come.
Somebody write this down.
But technically, it's being written down in his
Dexy's
book.
ready.
Yes, it is written down in Dexy's book.
It's talking to
Technically.
her. So.
Yeah, but
He's gonna-
we need to
Yeah,
write it
yeah.
down.
She's gonna
The time has come. The one who flies, the champion that was bred.
read.
And she lets go of the raven, and you watch as it flies, and she stands up and drops the hood, and you see that she looks gorgeous. However, like I said, there is no eyes. There is just skin covering, and she walks up to you in a sickeningly quick pace. And you blink and she's in front of you. And her hands are just going up and down.
Do
feeling.
we see this at this point?
Yeah.
She's
For
going
those
to-
of you who followed Aura down this alleyway, you see this woman
Aurora's
touching Aura.
Aurora's gonna hold a hand out to like behind her to the rest of the group to tell them not to come forward.
Kind of like I
The
jump up
ones-
from whatever person I was helping, just kind of
Yeah.
like at the ready, like whoa.
And as she feels you move, or she tilts herself and looks past you. The ones who fly with the champion. There is another among you who flies with the mother.
GORTHOCK.
And as you blink, Aura, as all of you like are doing like your normal blink, she's gone, and then she's in front of you, GORTHOCK, like that.
Wow.
And she's just
Oh, that creeps me out. No.
and she looks at you,
Nope.
and you see like, and you can see now that she has no eyes,
Right.
but is kind of doing the scanning thing up and down, and she's putting her hands on you. The one who must defend. And she grabs your hand
Okay.
and pulls you with her.
Okay.
She then goes to Aura, grabs her hand and pulls you closer to her.
Oh.
And she looks at you, GORTHOCK, and puts your arm on Aura's shoulder. You are the one who will defend the champion. And then she slowly turns her head towards you, Aura. The champion who was handpicked by the matron saint.
Get it?
Do you say that out loud?
No, no, no. No.
The one who
That was meta.
chosen. The one who was chosen. The one who was gifted flight by the winged reaper himself. It is close.
Tell you guys something. I forgot to tell you guys something.
It is close.
Do we all hear this, by the way? We're all
Yeah,
hearing this?
for those of you who are now like closer, you all are hearing all of this.
What is close?
She looks up at you and she tilts her head. The end. I have seen the end. It ends in flames and screams.
Of
All of the screaming. All of the screaming.
Aurora's gonna put a hand on her. Slowly, like not just a slap, like she's slowly kind of.
Even like as you like she shudders.
Whose end?
Everyone's.
How do we
Look at
change-
Dexy.
How do we change fate? Because Butter Deers can do it. How can we?
You can't change what was written. How it is written is how it must always go. But you are the champion. And you are the defender. If anybody knows a way for it to change, it is the two of you.
Oh,
And she jumps.
Oh my god.
And she jumps and is grabbing the both of you and is like leaning and like pulling you both down to her height.
Oh shit.
Dexy reaches very quickly into his bag and pulls out a
No,
bottle.
she's still doing this.
well, a bottle of what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a bottle. He is passing you a bottle.
I reach, stop,
No.
push it back.
Drink. Oh my god, he says out loud.
And she just looks at you both.
How?
He's coming. He is
Who?
coming.
Where
I
is it?
put my hand on Dexy's shoulder.
They are coming.
Where are they?
Drow. Yes.
Where?
Everywhere. Nowhere.
Here? City?
Everywhere and nowhere.
This dimension?
Everywhere. And nowhere.
One or many?
All of them.
Gulp, 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 gulp.
We must draw them out.
She's reaching behind her to get Dexy to hand her a motherfucking bottle.
You can barely reach behind. Cause
Yeah, I know. She's like,
no, like she has you like gripped, like you can barely move.
Dexy stretches out of Almanar's reach, grabs a different bottle from his bag, and just goes to reach for wherever her hands can reach.
Yeah. No, I just
And
have
you
my hand on her
watch,
shoulder. I'm not like holding
or
it.
as you start doing that, she grabs
bracing myself.
your hand and pulls it down.
okay, I'm listening.
They are coming. And you
When?
can see like her hand is like starting to visibly shake.
She's gonna take her hand.
And it still shakes and your hand starts to shake, like it is violently shaking, like tremors.
She's gonna look at her in non-existent eyes and say, whatever is coming and whoever and how many they are, we'll change it and we'll stop it.
Can you stop a god?
I believe so. If we try hard enough and with your mother on our side, I believe
We are. If we don't, we all die anyway.
The world
we'll die
is
trying.
The world is destined to burn.
I was destined to do something else and my destiny changed.
Then learn.
Finland?
Learn everything you can. For the time is coming when the dragon falls and the flames arise. The ends walk.
When the dragon falls and the ends arise?
When the dragon falls and the flames arise and the sky starts to turn of blood and the seas begin to quake and the world itself begins to split. The end will be here before you know.
Can I ask you one question? Your mother changed my fate. Are you saying it's impossible for anyone else to do it? I had two fates.
The weaves of fate have already been written.
And so were mine. I was meant to go one path. He changed it.
And he changed that path. And now you walk a new one. The world. And you feel her like grabbing you and pulling you closer to her as she's saying all of this.
She's going with it.
The world's going to burn, champion. Change the fate of time. Change the world. And as she's saying all of this, you watch as eyes start to form.
Like
in the
physical eyes,
sockets.
or like more like
Physical to an extent where you can see that they are fully pitch black.
She is biting, like she is just looking.
Fight. Learn. Run.
Run?
For everything has already been written. And
I'll
she lets
burn
go
the
of
book
you.
that it's written in.
And she lets go of you. And as she starts stepping away, she looks at all of you. Defend the champion. Defend the defender.
Dexy just instinctively, yeah,
And as she starts walking backwards, for the end comes! And she disappears and she turns into a raven and it flies away.
We don't have much time. Let's go ahead, get done with whatever Night Commander needs us to. We need to prepare.
let's go get paid because we got to stock up. This holy
I have wings, by the way, guys.
you
Oh, yay. I'm glad. Oh, okay. When did this happen?
Hey, Gortok, you want to like toss me in the air somewhat?
Okay, Gorthok
Yeah,
grabs
let me
you.
get a demonstration here. I want to see
Oh.
these things.
Okay, roll a strength check.
This ain't athletics.
I'm letting him do it. So
Yeah.
Does he get?
Yeah,
Athletics, awesome.
athletics. Yeah, athletics.
Does he get a?
You're letting him do it, so there's no contention. You're a willing creature.
15 plus 8.
Yeah. Okay. So
All right.
you all watch as Gorthok grabs Aura and just goes, "Hoip!"
Oh, oh.
and
Slapped an elbow.
and she goes up in the air, maybe about a good 40 feet, a good 30, 40 feet up in the air. You gave her a good heave-ho. And as she starts coming down, you all watch black
Oh.
raven wings come out from Aura's back, and they
Minor illusion fireworks.
and gracefully drop her to the ground.
Cool, right?
So explain all the way back.
Sounds good.
So
Fate
let's.
is not set in stone.
Fate is controlled by.
Raven
Different-
Queen.
Yes, my fate was once a much different outcome than where I am today. I was given a second chance. That's entirely different. We were able to control and direct our paths and direct our world's path. There is
Raven Queen change path to suit needs.
Aurora's gonna put a hand on Al's shoulder and say, "Believe me, I have had my path changed twice in my life, possibly 3 times, maybe more. You don't get used to it. You won't ever get used to somebody else.
I have not yet.
Your fate, but you can fight for whatever fucking fate you want to go for most. So that's what we're gonna do."
Quick thing, Aura, as you put your hand on Almanar's shoulder as you're talking to him,
Oh no.
that one's new. And what you have are 3. You have you have 4. You have 4 tattoos going down your arm.
Yeah.
Anvil.
Oh, I can't draw an angle.
You have an anvil. You have a scythe, a chessboard, and an eye.
Do I see these?
Yes,
For the secret.
all of you see
You
these.
can all see the tattoos.
All of you see these.
Yes, she started
Start raging.
it.
Oh,
You have all of them. And they're all not in your typical black ink.
Purple. It's purple.
They are royal purple.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
They
She's gonna
are
look
they're
at you or
all
something and be
royal
like,
purple.
Yes.
And they're all there. Gorthok. You have an anvil, a scythe, and an eye.
Okay.
on the scales?
No, I'm pretty sure it's on the other arm.
No, it's on the other arm.
Oh,
for him,
your
it's on,
scales are one arm. My bad. My bad.
Yep, on the other arm, he has
Tony
it's,
mistake.
but in the exact same order as hers. So it's anvil, scythe, a blank space, and then an eye.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah,
So-
I'm so excited.
Okay, and right before we cut the break, one more thing happens for the both of you. The both of you get this.
Oh shit.
You, as you're examining these insignias on your arm, the anvil, it glows. And you both hear, very good. You found some more of my siblings. Can you figure it out? Who is who?
Anvil. Alexander.
Good. Each one allows you to contact anyone. If you have questions over anything of what's been written on your fates, you have access to us at any and all time. Defend each other, watch each other's backs. And it cuts out. And that's where we're going to take a break, guys.
Holy shit.
It's a nice little cliffhanger.
And that's where we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. We will continue on with this story in just a few moments. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you had fun. We hope you're having fun sticking around with us through this madness. Picking up from right before the break when Gorthok and Aura got new tattoos from talking to the Seeker, which is fourth child of the Raven Queen that Aura's met. Third for Gorthok. So, that being said, after watching Est turn into a raven and fly away in the
That was
middle
her
of this
name? Est?
Est, E-S-T, Est.
Thank you.
And watching her turn into a raven and fly off in this back alley. What are you guys doing?
We're walking and talking. We are.
Booze.
Oh,
Booze.
hold on.
Bottles.
Bottles. All of the bottles.
That was just no. The first one was just wine.
No wonder it tasted elfish.
Do you have a
It's
water
actually
skin,
all
Dexy?
dwarvish.
Dwarven ale.
All 3 bottles are dwarvish.
Do you have a water skin?
Dwarven wine.
Yeah, of course I do. You really?
Yes, please.
14
don't-
minutes of digging.
I
here
don't
we
want to feel left out. Thank you.
go. Yeah, there you go, bud. Cheers.
Hydration is key.
Walking and talking?
Yes.
I'm summing up the story of the wings as we head back to the portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if you wanted to...
I think we're going with a fast forward.
Oh, we're fast forwarding?
Brevity.
So that whole conversation happens on the
yeah,
walk
well,
back to the Burning Legion.
Right.
Okay.
One thing, if I could, if in my head, I'd like to try and say a quiet prayer to the Everlight, asking about Harkin and where he, like, if he's still around, show me a sign. If he's still alive, if he's reachable, kind of thing.
Okay.
Harkin Typhon.
Not a problem. Okay. As that happens, yeah, you guys finally make it back to the Burning Legion, which is about this time. And with the walk back, you see that there's sitting at the bar talking to Ivan is Jasper, Fallon, and Oswald, with Desmond kind of just sitting on the floor. His head down.
Is he okay?
Oh, hi. He's updating.
What?
Updating. What do you mean?
Updating.
Oh, okay. What? That?
Sure. Everyone's
What
gonna
is-
smile and nod.
And
This is quite fascinating.
oh, I built them myself.
You'll have to show me sometime. I like.
How long ago?
Not enough time for sure.
Ain't
Sure
that
this will
the
take
fucking?
years.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
I believe we did have someone to meet.
You guys are heading back.
Yep.
Alright. We're gonna head back soon. Tell that commander we'll be back there soon. Catching up with old friends.
Dexy rid of Fallon
And Fallon actually, he looks at Ivan and goes, well, actually, catching up with family.
Ah,
And Ivan kind of just smiles and goes, yeah, it's about time, you fucking idiot. Slaps him.
I'm sensing a trend. He says out loud.
And Ivan looks at you, Almanar, and goes, it's my brother.
Oh yes, I'm learning about that
That's-
whole
that's my brother.
relationship dynamic. It's interesting. I don't know how to deal with it.
And then Fallon just looks at you, and then the rest of them just kind of float with each other. I don't, whatever. They're good men. We've served long enough with each other to a lot of that kind of bullshit.
I'm sure.
It's going on.
Silas will get along one day.
And he looks over at the rest, and he looks over at Jasper and Oswald, and he goes, how long has it been there, boys? And Jasper just kind of 5 years, 4 months, and 6 weeks tomorrow.
Happy anniversary.
So they just kind of.
United.
So they just
5
kind of.
years is no time to scoff at. You should be proud.
All right, we are. You just can't get used to each other. It's bullshit. But anyways, y'all should be heading back. I mean, Night Commander was really looking for you before, so we'll be back there soon enough.
Dexy just kind of.
Aurora's going to lean into Fallon and show him her arm and be like, I got one before Dexy.
And Fallon looks at your arm, and then he looks at you and he goes, Zippity do that? I don't fucking care.
You not remember how much he bitched about wanting a tattoo?
Nobody asked why, though.
Lady,
Nope, but I will.
don't care.
He's going to scruff his hair and jump it back. And like jump really far back.
And it's at this point that he just kind of shakes his head.
Yes!
He just shakes his head.
Submission!
Desmond reboot. Acknowledged. And you just watch this
I think we should go.
this 9 foot tall warforged just kind of stand up.
He's running to the portal.
That was a fast ass reboot. He's got some solid state. Let's go. Don't want to fuck with that technology. That's the future.
Tries
So,
to get to the front of the line and be like, hey, where the fuck are we going? What's going on?
So you
We
guys said
still have to talk about payment here. I mean, I
Night
want to get
Commander
paid.
Right.
going
Yeah,
all the way
guys.
back.
We're gonna go get
Back
paid,
to the
and
guild
then we're
hall.
going to the rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Corn horse is looking a little bit light over here, all right?
Dexy looks back at the group, looks around at the group, and goes, does anybody need any money?
I take it you're having this conversation as you're walking down the steps.
No, we're walking. I'm just
Okay.
like that. I'm walking backwards.
So-
Like,
Why not get paid? We have to go talk to Night Commander anyway.
So
You see, Al's coin purse is roughly like the size of this.
oh, Dexy is Menard's coin purse.
So you all get down to the basement again, or take it you sign them out of,
No.
and you take the Western sigil off the wall, and once again, as you take it into the center of the circle, it ignites and it burns away, and the sigil itself lights up, and a blinding white light takes you all, and when your vision comes back to you, you're back.
Gorthok, don't
Dead on.
get used to this.
Can I look for a white stone sigil?
Just trying to sketch.
Just look around, just
Yep.
if I could see a white
Yep.
stone one. Do I see
There
one?
is one. Yep, there is a white stone sigil.
Note taken.
Just trying to sketch as much as I can of them while I see them.
Yep, which is the same sigils when you get back to the Silver Dawn. It's the same sigils, only this time there is no Western. There is there is no Amon. There is Western.
Right. I mean, I was trying to do it while we were in Amon going to Western. When we got back,
So it's identically, it's the same exact room, except for the fact that in Amon there is a Western sigil. In Western there is an Amon sigil.
It's just the sigils that he's trying to sketch down.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, with going back and forth, you can get all of them. And as your vision comes back to you, you start hearing shouting from above.
Does it sound like sounds of
no.
combat or shouting like an argument?
No, what it sounds like is the Knight Commander going, "Where is she?"
Aurora is like running to meet him. She's
Gorthok
like,
just looks like that kid that's gone, ooh, she's in trouble.
and she's like, who?
So as you run up the stairs and to the wall, he looks at you, and then he keeps walking. "Where is she?"
Wait, who?
Where's Rachel?
Aslan, you said she was here.
Swear to me.
Who?
And Aslan just goes, "Yes, Knight Commander, I'm fairly certain She's back where she always is. Probably drinking. And you... Okay, I take it all of you are following the Knight Commander at this point?
At this point,
Yep.
yeah, we all are.
And he walks into the guild hall and he goes, Valentine Duskwood! Where are you?
Totally ignore him.
Val, if you would like to describe what you look like for the rest of the class.
When you guys notice me, I am a half elf. Red hair, yeah.
Represent.
How
Red
many
hair.
of you are there?
A
How
lot.
many?
A lot. So red hair that's braided back. It looks kind of tousled from long journeys. In black studded leather. The studs are purple, and there's a feather motif. She has a rapier that is black and gold at the hilt. She also has a few scars on her. One is across her right eyebrow. She's got two on her left side of her face, almost reaching to her ear. And the more perceptive of you will notice a burn scar peeking out from under her left sleeve occasionally.
A passive of 17 would
and she-
notice this?
A passive of 17 would notice.
Cool.
She also has a ton of daggers on her everywhere.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
All right.
Yeah.
She's not to be fucked
Just
with.
about. So, as all of you see her, and you watch as she just kind of just sits there and drinks, and you just see the Knight Commander just scan the room again.
How many people are in the bar?
It's maybe about 10.
Okay, it's not like 2 people.
No. There's about 10 people, but
Okay.
You watch as he scans the room,
Duskwood.
and he narrows in, and he walks up to this half-elven woman, and he goes, Normally, when you come back, you're supposed to report in.
I needed a drink and a bath, but the bath will come later.
Never change. And he sits down next to you, Val. Never change, Val. Never change.
Never planned to.
Good. And he looks back over. Oh, you don't know, Val. Come here. Emotions for all of you to.
4 or 5 goes.
And you see Val, and he looks at all of you, and he goes, Queen's Congress, Val Duskwood.
She kind of leans back and looks at you all. You're the Queen's Congress.
Barkeep, I'm gonna need 2 rounds, please.
And you're Val.
3, 4.
That I am.
4.
Hold
Yeah,
out a hand.
4 sounds good. I'll shake her hand.
You seem disappointed.
Confused more like. She's just gonna take a long moment to like study you all, and then kind of chuckle, and then Dwarvish say, who says the gods don't have a sense of humor?
And then in Dwarvish, the Knight Commander looks at you and goes, They all do.
I'm gonna need another one.
Don't worry about it.
I was gonna ask if that was canon. Did you just finish your drink?
Yep.
Like, okay.
And then he looks at you, Val, and he goes, You know that you drink for free. Yeah, you know that.
Oh yeah, I know.
And he looks at the rest, and he looks at the rest of you. In my office. Now. And he stands up. And he walks to the office, to his office, and he swings the door open, where you see a sight that you have not seen in a while. The Knight Commander's office, with his warhammer perched up behind him, the nice solid oak desk. He sits in the chair behind it. What am I going to do with you all?
Dexy's like licking an envelope. Just, I don't know.
Where did you get an envelope from?
Yeah,
I've
that's
been writing letters.
He's always got his notebooks and papers, you know.
Did we screw up? Did we do something wrong?
You never showed up to get paid.
What
We
we're
get-
doing now, boss.
Wait, we get paid?
Hand
How
over.
long have and he stops mid sentence and he looks at you, Almanar, and goes, "How long have you been here?
A few months. I just haven't.
How many jobs have you done for me?"
3 or 4?
He does this for the glory. Just let him do it for the glory.
He does this to please his gods, you know? That's what he's in it
So do
for.
I, but I still got fucking paid for this when I was in a team.
Don't let him know this is a normal thing.
And he
How much? Like 10?
and
20?
he reaches down and he goes,
I was in.
"For the rest of you, here." And he drops a quite large sack of gold on the
Oh,
1,
oh, gods.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Drops the 5. He drops the 5 bags. Everybody take one, except for you, Almanar.
Yes, sir.
White.
So you swipe the bag,
Dexy takes the last one.
and if you want to count it, you can. It's going to take a rather long time to do it.
But
because there's 10,000 gold pieces in each bag.
Holy shit.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna count it while whatever they're doing.
And he looks at you, Almanar, and he goes, "You've been here for 2 months and never got paid for how many jobs?
I haven't really been. They've kind of all strung together, but I remember.
What have you killed?"
oh shit.
Oh gosh. Let's start with the.
Is this
mind
we can all hear this, right? He is immediately pulling out the notebook.
The Goralian, I believe, was the first creature I
Okay,
fought.
you did. All right, you did the Whitestone.
And then we went to the mine shaft, and there was Grix.
And you did the Grix, and then you did
Underwater.
Byrodin.
Underwater.
Yes, 3. That's 3.
So here. You take that one.
Just take it.
Oh, okay. I reach out. How big is this? Like. Oh shit!
Good.
Like a soccer ball?
The potato sack?
Just about.
How heavy is it? I can like lift it up. Like,
You can lift it. It's quite heavy. And he looks at you and he goes, 12,000
Oh,
to make up for lost pay.
thank you. I don't know what to say.
Tell your brother next time he's awake that he to come down here. 'Cause I have one for him as well.
Of course. I will make note of it.
Now,
Not
does
yet.
Haruhi get a bag as well? Am I getting paid?
Yeah. You got
Okay.
you got one of the 10,000. She got one of the 10,000.
She got one of the 10,000.
Okay, just checking, just checking.
And he looks at you all. Now get out.
Go fuck yourself.
On their way out, Dexy leans over to Alan and is like, "You don't have to worry about that 20 gold, bro."
How much? As soon as we get out, I look at the guy. How much did I owe you, Captain?
Captain.
Are you saying that out?
Counting the gold.
Are you saying that out loud?
Outside of the.
Right.
Outside of the.
Right, but
Yeah.
you're saying that. As you say that,
Yes.
the doors swing
Oh
open,
God.
and he looks straight at Aura. You're making your own teammates pay you back money.
Ooh, you in trouble.
Yes!
It was my fault. I wasn't able to cover the
Vindication!
room.
It is also partly my fault because I did not pay you on time.
No, I didn't even
And
know
the
that was.
apologies went to me, and I am sorry. What this really comes down to,
Oh,
and he
vindication!
just stares at Aura.
I didn't mean to start this. I'm so sorry.
You're
no,
making
no.
them pay you back.
GORTHOCK is really happy with this one.
Why?
Because I personally believe that shut up, whoever that is in the chat. Because I
Dexy's
personally
being-
believe that a real team chips in
A
everywhere.
real captain doesn't ask for repayment. A captain leads by example.
Does Dexy
Hey,
hear this?
we
All of you
split-
hear this. He's not making this subtle at all.
Dexy,
He's gonna be in the corner, like not making eye contact, just like don't pick on me next, just like.
Aurora's gonna
Scared.
try and like stand beside Dexy or Twig or somebody.
no,
And he reaches into a pouch on his hip, and he pulls out a ring.
I was going to give this to you to solidify your captaincy.
boss, excuse me. And he turns to Aura and says, I apologize for my insubordinates, and then turns to the Knight Commander. This is the greatest leader that I have ever seen in my life, possibly besides Gorthok, but that's in a different realm.
And he looks over.
No.
He looks over at Gorthok.
What did you serve before you?
The Raven Talons.
Did you lead?
Gorthok-
Did you lead them?
Gorthok was given Sergeant. Gorthok led a squad.
He flicks the ring to you. And he looks over at Aura.
Learn. Captain.
And he looks at Gorthok.
Captain.
Knight Commander.
And he just stares at you, Aura, as he steps back and he closes the doors to his office.
Well, this is awkward. Gorthok is going to go back to bar. So yeah, he goes back to the bar.
Aura. You hear through your pendant, the Knight Commander.
This is a test. Learn.
I'm gonna walk up to her.
Dexy's fuming.
Listen, I did not intend for any of that to happen. I seriously wanted to just absolve my debts.
Nope, and she's just gonna put a hand over his mouth again. That is.
Please stop touching me like that. It's just very.
She's gonna touch his shoulder instead. Nope. She's gonna just say nope, and just walk to the bar.
I was talking to. Okay.
Not your fault.
He's gonna put his head down, and just walk back to his room.
Don't be sad. And she's like, looks back. And she's like, I didn't mean it like that. She's gonna go drown herself in alcohol.
And Al's just gonna, like, kind of tuck the gold under the bed or whatever, because he doesn't know what to do with that much shit.
Right.
And just kind of kneel and just meditate at his little altar in his room
Okay.
for the next, like, hour.
Or is getting drunk.
Dexy is getting drunk.
Twiggums, you joining this?
Sure, yeah. Sure.
Three Musketeers? Are we getting drunk again? Are we doing it?
The OGs?
Yep.
The OGs are getting drunk.
So Val, you watch as a few of the members start coming back to the bar area.
Finish off another drink.
Cheers.
And I go over to the first one that came in.
Would probably be Gorthok because he walked off before the rest of them.
Right, I did.
So, Queen's Congress, huh?
Correct.
The opposite of progress.
I need to talk to you guys. There's
All of us, or do you...
all of you. Apparently, I need your help. Not that I like it.
Oh,
Gorthok pulls out his pendant. Guys, we have a possible mission.
Aurora's
Right
getting
here,
it.
man.
I'll be down in a few.
Yep. Ditto.
They'll give him a few minutes, so be here soon.
I come down in half an hour in my robes.
Okay.
My
Half an
vestments.
hour.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Your few minutes different from Orchid's few minutes.
I was busy talking to someone.
Okay.
And
Haruhi will be
Aurora
down
and
waiting, so.
Aurora and Dexy are doing karaoke in the corner.
All right.
I'm sorry. Did you just assume my karaoke song?
I'm pretty sure if you were to do karaoke right now, it would be something dedicated to, Fallon.
Goodbye, yellow brick cat.
Yellow brick cat.
Shut up. Doesn't have to make sense.
Was it the
Doesn't.
orange? I'm confused.
It was.
Shut up.
So, Gorthok, what was the mission?
Fallon wanted to talk to all of us. She needs our help, so.
Understood. I'll approach her. Almanar, Silvershade of Whitestone.
Pleasure, Val.
Gorthok.
So, Helminar, Gorthok.
Haruhi's gonna walk up and shake her hand and be like, "Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm new here too."
I'm not new to the guilds. I've been here for a while.
And as you say that,
I'm new. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
the barkeep kind of cleans out one of the mugs and he goes,
Yeah, everybody knows Val.
I'm so sorry. This is my first real time
No.
meeting everyone. I
Don't worry about it.
Now you know Val.
and
okay, well,
the barkeep walks away.
Haruhi's just gonna like bow her head and be like, "I'm sorry," and just like walk away.
Sorry, what was your name?
Haruhi.
Haruhi. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, or Haruhi, Gorthok, Almanar,
You can just call me Al.
Al.
It's easier.
Dexy is definitely singing his own name during karaoke, so you probably know who he is by Dexy, yellow brick. What? I've been thinking of Rocket Man.
Where Twig?
Twig is sitting at the bar, remaining silent,
Oh.
just listening to the conversation.
Oh, okay, cool. So you are there. And
He's just
that
very
Twig.
stealthy.
Good. Got it. So, oh God, Black Hand's crazier than I thought. So there's a dragon.
Yes.
Naturally.
All of you heard that.
Aurora runs over.
Record needle.
All of you heard Blackhand.
Wait,
Everything
I was
has
looking
to
for
revolve around
dragon.
dragons.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
think
If I would have
know.
heard dragon, I would
You did not know. You heard Blackhand's crazier than I thought.
I
And
don't
then
think I
said
know anything
dragon.
about the
I
Black
don't know
Hand, but
Blackhand.
Black Hand in Whitestone.
oh, then I
Yes.
know of that.
Alexander.
Aurora is not from.
Oh,
Alexander Blackhand.
Oh, then
Alright.
yeah, she runs.
oh, God, smart. Yes. Oh, I have it in my fucking notes. I'm such a- God damn it.
Okay.
Ah!
So dragon.
Dragon.
Right.
Near Craghammer. No clue the color. Not entirely sure where it is. Just know near Craghammer, and I know I can't kill it alone.
Not sure of the color. Is it a chromatic?
No clue. Blackhand is
Oh.
a dragon.
So Alexander told you of this dragon.
Yes,
And
and he
tasked
said
you-
I would need you guys.
Did he tell you that anything peculiar was happening with the dragon?
Nope.
Near
But-
Craghammer.
Yeah.
That seemed
Near
pretty
city.
peculiar.
I'm more
That's
concerned
dangerous.
about if this is our old friend restarting.
Aurora is slightly tipsy at this point and just kind of leans to Twig and goes, I wonder if that whistle will help in any way.
We can
And she like
certainly
looks
try.
to the distance and be like, what if we let's go fight a dragon. Dexy.
From the stage, he goes in the middle of a song. No.
She's gonna go pick him up and carry him over.
Pick me up.
Yes.
Pick me up.
Yes.
You're gonna pick Dexy up.
You're a little enough guy, right?
Fuck is calling me right now. I'm a little skinny boy, but I don't think I can just be picked up.
Strength check.
Do it.
I'm not,
I'm picking him up.
I'm not struggling for what it's worth.
Okay, so then there is no strength check.
Although I am a ragdoll at this point.
Yeah, so you can pick him up and carry him.
Yep. Oh my god, levitation.
You suck. This is stupid. I'm so mad at you right now. You shouldn't be able to do this shit. I'm so mad.
He's actually you actually can levitate these.
No, it says that I can levitate items up to a certain percent, so I'm
You can
levitating his
actually.
Okay.
You can only go up and down though.
No,
Yeah.
it can go left and right.
And they do get a will save. And they do get a will save. I actually looked at the spell. You do get a will save.
In the spell here, it doesn't say that.
It's a racial thing. It's a racial feat. It's not the
it's
actual
racial.
spell. It's not the actual levitate spell.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Because air genasi.
Oh, really?
So when do you plan to leave to fight this dragon of unknown age, size, color, and everything?
Okay, do we have any background on this dragon?
I was given no information other than dragon and craghammer. Plan was as soon as I met you guys, but if you guys need a day, I could use a backup.
I say let them sober up and then.
Yes, I don't think leaving today would be wise. I
think we're all going to need a little bit of time.
Aurora's gonna hold up her wrist and be like, hey, Alexander, so dragon?
Craghammer, dragon, yeah.
Color, type, size, weight.
Silver Dawn has a library.
Click. And you watch it. And you watch as the
that's cold.
and you watch as
No
the
one
tattoo
else heard
fades.
that, right? Nobody else heard that?
Well, we heard you talking, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you catch the part about your tattoo fading?
No, not the tattoo doesn't fade. No, but it glows.
Oh, okay.
But it's glowing because
like,
she contacted him, but then it's the second.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like, okay, well, you get one. This is like, if you want to be a millionaire, you get one lifeline.
I thought about it, but I really did think about doing it that way.
Well, perhaps if this dragon has been here a while or is known about, there might be some record of it. I could do some research for the knights. Would anyone want to come with me to do that, or is that something only I'm interested in?
I will.
No,
I'll join
Haruhi
you.
will follow and join.
Darvos anyway.
Is there booze at the librry?
I
when I get
don't
up
know
there.
how they feel about bringing your own.
None of you heard that. Would you like me to explain?
Yes,
I'm
I'd
sorry,
like
what-
to.
what
Before
was
we
that?
go into the library.
That none of you knew about?
Well, we were
is
just
gonna take
thinking that
a-
if there's any information, it would be at the library. Did you get to speak with Alexander? I heard you say his name.
I did, and he was super helpful. He was so willing to help.
What did he tell you?
He told me that there's a dragon in said place, and that
Camera?
he himself does not know the information, so we should peruse the library. Because he is also as lost
Fantastic.
as we are.
Yeah, I call BS. I think he just doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for something to
She's
happen.
pounded at least 4 drinks in the time I've sat here.
I'm waiting for it.
For what?
For something bad to happen.
Well-
Gorthok is going to take a quick look around. Is Charlotte at the...
She is.
Yeah, figured.
She is.
Aurora's gonna go research.
Barkeep, do you have any coffee?
Yeah.
If I could just have a rather large tankard of it, I'll be needing it for the night.
You got it. And drops it. You know you can always bring the books down here, right?
Yes, but I'll need to find them first.
That's fair.
Thank you.
But Gorthok
further
first
ado.
goes over to Twig. we have enough people going to go research. Would you want to go get more health potions? They came in handy. If it costs you anything, GORTHOCK pay you back.
I suppose I could do that. I did have a few things to act out with myself, but I can put that up now.
Just on the way or on the way back?
I'll get it taken care of. Don't worry.
Okay. Who's all going to go research?
I'm already heading up.
Okay.
Okay. What's Dexy doing?
Hanging out on the main floor. He has things he wants to look up, but he's pretty sure that he's going to stay and make sure that nobody leaves the building without him knowing. Essentially, staying in the lobby near the desk.
Okay.
If anybody comes back to the front, he's there.
Okay.
Is the library in the guild hall?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yes.
All right,
So essentially what you're in right now is the main guild hall. It's set up to where there is the main hallway that is the doors, and directly to the left is the entire bar setup.
Okay.
So
libraries just existed in real life.
And then
bars and books.
Mm-hmm.
And the library is one floor up.
Okay.
Then all the workshops are on the third floor.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna follow like Almanar and Val up to the library and see if I can do some research.
Now, for those of you that haven't met him yet, Darvos can be quite strong at first.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Did I miss something entirely?
They're going to research in the library. Who's the librarian?
I didn't
realize Whitefang.
I didn't realize we were back at that library.
Yeah, you're back home. Yeah.
It's the guild. It's the guild library.
It's the guild library
Upstairs too.
That's why I was so confused. So you just gotta sit there and make sure.
Yeah. No. Still, just hanging out as far away from Darvo as possible.
Okay. GORTHOCK is gonna go up to Shaw. You know anything about Dragon Year Crackhammer?
The first person resources, the hard facts. That's what we need, GORTHOCK. There we go. True journalism. I love it.
Well, he can't read. I mean,
so he's got to ask. There's nothing else for him.
When hit the main streets, Detective GORTHOCK is on the case.
Asking his girlfriend.
She looks at you and in Orcish says, No, I haven't been to Crackhammer in quite some time.
I was afraid about that. No stories, because we're just now hearing about this dragon. We don't have any information.
I have nothing for you on that. Rengar might. My brother might. Hunting. Always hunting something. I mean, I'd have something for you.
That's definitely an idea. So, I just got back. I still need to be shown around. Maybe you can help me find some information. Yes, I realize GORTHOCK is laying it on thick.
I suppose I could help you out a bit. Sure.
So GORTHOCK is going to be shown around, and he's going to be asking for information, and makes him work with pleasure.
So for the rest,
so is Al, but in a different way.
So for the rest of you, so that would be Val, Almanar, Haruhi, and Aura all going up to the library.
Yeah.
Or Twig, are you joining them, or?
I think he said he was.
No, I wanted to, but I'll go and go get the potion.
Okay, so we'll come back to that. So the four of you enter the library. You see, sitting in his chair, around his half-circle desk, with his legs up on the counter, the book in his hand, flipping through it.
As soon as I'm in, I take out the good booze and I set it down right in front of him.
And
Eats
he
men
stopped,
fallen dragons.
and he's about to flip the page, and he hears the bottle onto the counter, and he stops. He picks up bookmarks where he was, closes it. He puts the book down and he looks at you. Oh, my dear Val. You always know what to bring me, don't you?
I come up right behind her and Draconic can say, "What's up, my brother?"
And he immediately stops and looks
Damn,
at you
I thought I had it that time.
and goes,
Okay,
and in Draconic goes, "Shut up.
I was trying so hard.
You're getting better,
Yes.
but stop it. Stop it."
All right, I say.
And he
calm.
boops you on the nose.
Ah!
Stop it.
Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
And he he puts his arms on the counter and he leans over. What do I owe the pleasure, my dears?
I need to know about dragons. There's one up at Craghammer. We need to figure out which one it is.
Ooh, Craghammer. Disgusting place.
Never been.
For the
I've been to
dwarves.
worse.
For the dwarves.
And Dwarvish just say, "Fuck you."
And in Dwarvish he responds, "I heard that."
I figured you would.
I want to learn this language. It sounds so foreign.
You'll hear plenty of it in Craghammer.
And he walks around like a couple of different shelves, and he comes back around to you, Val, and he just, I mean, I have a lot on dragons. I mean, what?
That one specifically, we need to know what type it is, how old it is. We need to
I
prep
can
because we're gonna go kill it.
sift through the whole history of Craghammer real quick, see if there's anything about any dragons that have been known around the area ever.
I mean, it's
I could focus on
mountain.
that.
I mean, it's built in the base of a mountain, so I mean, it's
Yeah, that narrows it down, but we need to.
possible. I might have an idea, or two, or three, No, three. And he walks around to a couple of shelves, and he comes back with 4 books, and he places them on the counter, and he goes, "Top one is the history of Craghammer and its area, just for you, darling." And he points at you, Almanar.
Oh, thank you.
And then he looks at Val, and the rest of them are for you. One on black dragons, one on white dragons, and one on red dragons. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure. It's the best I can do for you with knowing the area and what's around it.
All right, so start.
Alright.
thinking.
All right. Sorry, darling.
I have my cup of coffee and my book, and I sit down.
And what can I do for you two?
I need to learn.
You gonna learn today?
You go learn
Oh.
today.
And he
Always,
and he
babe.
looks at you and he goes, "Okay."
I don't know.
Okay. I'm okay.
You
And
just
he
want one of
walks-
mine, Aura.
And he walks over and he
You just want one of mine.
comes back and he comes back with a stack of about 10 books, and he drops them on the counter in front of you, and he goes, "Those are the first 10 books of the first shelf in the first case."
No.
That's a
You
power
How
move.
said
many more
you-
books do you have? I mean,
So if you look around the library, the walls themselves are aligned, and then there is about 9 bookshelves behind the desk.
just dedicated to dragons?
Like
No.
No,
Like,
this
no,
is the
just-
entire.
no.
Like the addendum.
She said she wanted to learn, so he grabbed the first 10 books off the first shelf of the first bookcase.
Okay.
Dewey
alright.
Decimal System's a bitch.
Dewey Decimal System A
Ryan,
to A.
Yes.
can I
High
whisper
five
you
on that,
something?
Tyler.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what happened. She said she wanted to learn, so he took it literally and went to the first shelf, the first bookcase, the first 10 books.
All right.
There's so much processing going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think we needed all that. I think, if we could just narrow down our focus a bit and just
To what? To
things-
what?
anything pertaining to a dragon.
And he
Craghammer?
points at Val and points at Almanar. Those were the first 4 books I brought, darling. Pay attention.
Hand
That's
one
it.
over to her.
But I'm asking, is that it? That's all you had? Just 4 books?
On what? What kind of dragon do you want?
Well, we don't know. That's why we're trying to narrow it down.
She
You have
said
no-
the area. She said find dragons of the area.
These
Pay
3 are the
attention,
most
darling.
likely.
Pay
All right,
attention,
well, are we-
darling.
Okay,
So do their
Sassy.
captains on
Pay attention.
What about
I
what about
am speed reading for the word dragon in
Yeah.
this book.
what
Okay.
did you say just now?
What?
I'm saying these books are the ones for that area, the most likely suspects.
All right,
and I
all
just hand over the red one.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
So we're all like flipping through our books
so
viciously
Almanar-
trying to get.
so Almanar, flipping through yours,
Mm-hmm.
your dragon does come up. Comes up, well, quite a few times. How it says that the area, because it is built into the mountains.
Mhm.
It is a common area for dragons to nest because mountains and the like. Doesn't really give a type of dragon,
Are
but
there stories?
not so much stories as it
Okay.
gives. But what you do gather though is that it talks about how in the mountains it is a colder environment.
Would Al know what that would indicate with a dragon? I mean, I do, but would Al?
I would say roll a history check.
Could I guide myself on that?
I'll allow it.
Oh, a natural 2
Yeah.
Oh,
brings it up to a 9. He's never really met a dragon, so it makes sense.
No, he hasn't never met a dragon, and you really haven't done much reading on dragons. I'm gonna say no. Unfortunately, you cannot put 2 and 2 together with that one. But that's what you get out of
Yeah.
it.
I just pipe up to one point. It says here there has been dragons in the mountains due to the cold. I'm not sure what kind of dragon that would indicate. The cold, perhaps a warmer one would like the cold. I don't know. It's not a very common thing, but it is frequent enough because of the mountains. That's all I could gather.
Now, Ryan, from Val's backstory,
So
that would
yes,
click.
that would click.
So I set down the black one that I was flipping through, and
Yeah.
I grabbed the white one. Fuck. I start refreshing my memory.
Yep. And you flip through it, and it's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah, just
Chromatic
refreshing
white
on
dragon.
weakness.
Yep, they're the
Everything.
chromatic white dragon, known immunities of it being cold. Anything cold damage does nothing. And they are nasty.
Well, we have our most likely suspect.
And what may that be, Val? Or is it
So
from Val?
we're going to pin that real quick.
Oh.
We're going to pin that real quick. And Aura, after you lean into him and pull away, he looks at you and goes, "What? That's impossible." And he shoots up, throws the chair back a good 20 feet, grabs the books, runs back, puts them back in the shelf, and runs to the back room and is gone for a good half hour.
Okay.
He comes back and holds in his hand a book that is covered in a black cloth. and walks up to you and gently places it down on the counter and unwraps it. What languages do you know?
Primordial and common.
You can read it in primordial on the front of it. Legends and prophecies written by the queen.
Oh shit.
And he looks at you. He's a blue dragonborn. After he unwraps his book and he looks at you, he is pale. I never thought I'd have to pull that book out again.
Again? What happened the last time you did this?
They ran.
Oh, she's gonna pull up a chair.
Are we all able to hear this, by the way?
No.
Are we all? No, this
Nope.
is just privately to Aura. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. He's even saying this in primordial too.
Okay.
Oh,
shit,
then
this
yeah,
guy's just
she'd
a
be talking
fucking
it too.
Yeah,
encyclopedia.
Like he's a
Wait.
wizard.
Dexy isn't there. Never mind. Never mind. He missed out.
And
No, he's still got the book.
so in primordial, he points at it. This, I think you should read this.
Gonna start
What-
reading.
What do you know of your own family?
My mother is Elven, and my father is an air genasi.
So she's a half elf too.
And he sinks down in the chair, and he grabs his chair back and he sinks down into the chair, and you can see a tear start falling down his face. I served with your father. And that's where we're going to take a quick break, guys. And we're going to take
Oh, gosh.
we're going to take a very quick break.
All these elves are getting old like they think they're orcs. What the fuck?
And we're going to take a very quick break, guys. We hope you've been enjoying this with the anxiety-riddled night that I've given all of you. We will be back very, very quickly. Thanks for joining us, guys. And we're back. And we're back to do the final bit of the story for tonight. Hope you guys have been having a
Is
wonderful
Dexy
time.
crying?
Shut up.
Not yet. Not
It
yet.
will be.
You don't know me that well.
Actually,
Oh
I'm
my
going to go on the
God.
ambulance like
So-
Dexy. You might want to come up here. We've got
So-
some good information.
So picking up where we were right before the break, Daros had just pulled out this it's a very old looking book. Like it is not properly bound like the rest of the books. Like this looks like that it was stacked together and then hole punched through it and then string and it is all tied together.
Yes.
So he leans back in his chair and he looks at you and just goes, I served with your father. Gerald Tia.
Huh, you got a name and cool. Nice to know my my pa's name.
Good luck finding him.
How do you know him? Yeah, you served with him, but like
And he unrolls his sleeve a little bit, and what is tattooed into the scales
Oh wow.
on his arm is a symbol of a shield and a sword going straight down the shield with a feather.
you were his shield? Protector?
I was the captain that got them all killed.
She's going to pull a chair right up beside him and put a hand on.
And he rolls it back up and pins it closed. And he just it was my fault. I had no right to bring them there. I had no.
Where did you bring them?
Shadowfell.
Where's metagaming? Where is that? Because I'm sure Aurora would know. I do not.
Aurora would not know, actually.
Aurora would not know. Okay,
No,
then
this is the first time. Yeah.
where's
So you're asking him?
Yeah.
What? The Shadowfell is where she resides.
she?
And he grabs your arm and he points at the 4 symbols that you have on your arm.
The Raven Queen?
And he swears she resides with her children.
Why? How did you even?
I'm a wizard. I can bend reality to my will.
So you knew my dad. You served with him. You were team captain, I guess, of that team. Stuff happened. You brought them to the Raven Queen.
I told them all it wasn't a good idea.
Wasn't or was?
It wasn't a good idea.
Then you warned them. If they don't make the warning, then we all fuck up.
When you're outvoted
Yep.
and you're told that we're going, you go with them.
Don't leave the team behind.
We went there. We watched it happen.
What happened?
And he looks straight at you. The war. We saw it start.
Which war?
This one, the one that we're in. The demons, the cults, all of them.
How is that your fault? You watched the start doesn't mean that you started it.
When you are standing in the presence of a god, in her own realm, in her own temple,
Terrifying.
you've never been to the Shadowfell.
I can imagine.
You
Getting
don't know.
her.
And he looks at you and like the normal, like joyfulish eyes and look that he carries, you start to notice that how much of that is a facade. And you see in his eyes that he carries with him despair and hatred in his eyes.
He's going to hand on kind of here. And kind of she really wants to hug him, but she doesn't. She's holding back because he's talking.
When you get told that there's no hope for anything and fate is predetermined, you have to watch it just go.
Fate is changeable.
Your father was a defender, not of me, not of anybody in the team. We don't know who. But I have a very strong guess now.
Laura's gonna keep that comment to herself. So, who do you think?
Your mother.
Why? No, there is no. She's gonna just no.
And he looks at you
Are you sure?
Yes.
and he takes his hand and takes his nail and goes down the pages of the book and stops about halfway through. And he flips it open. He turns it to you. Read.
He reads.
And it states, and what the page that he brought you to states in primordial, and it says, "The one who is born of wind and trees shall carry the weight of the mother when time to pass."
Oh, but Mother Dearest is not that. Nope. Wrong half elf air genasi. He got they got the wrong.
And he looks at you and goes, "Then how are you still alive?"
Luck and fate and random chance.
Nothing is random.
Oh boy.
I guarantee if you placed your hand on any one of those symbols, they would show up right now, right here.
What? She's okay. She wants to, because she gets along with him. She wants to call the Reaper, but he threatened her last time she did that.
No, that was when you tried to make a deal.
Oh, okay.
You don't make a deal with the Grim Reaper.
Okay, she's going to. Yeah, she's gonna she's going for the site.
And all of you in the library that are here, there was a gust. There was a gust of wind.
My page.
Yep, and the books start closing.
Almanar, you're like, my book, my page.
And when the wind dies down, there is a figure standing at the front counter of the library. Man, that trench coat,
Okay.
hat. And he just sits there and he leans against the counter. What's the matter, kid? Not used to power?
Not used to people knowing shit. I tend to not. That was not English.
Get used to it, kiddo.
She's
Things
speaking in
change.
primordial like this whole time.
So
She's
is
not-
he.
Yeah, she's
So
not
is
speaking
Balthier.
English. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Balthier is speaking primordial to you.
She fucking knows that he would speak it. Like she's getting used to this shit.
Yeah.
She's getting used.
And Balthier's just kind of like, he puts his hands in his pockets and just leans closer. What'd you think we were lying when we said that you were chosen?
That's not what. That's There's a difference between being chosen out of just kind of stuff that's like written, like as you say, fate is pre-written. But knowing that I was chosen because of the fucking stuff that came out of my dad's fucking balls and went into my mom, that's a different fucking story.
That's actually not how it goes.
So what the fuck is happening?
Your mother was chosen.
So is it genetic? Is it hereditary? Like you gotta.
Bloodlines. It's bloodlines.
It's bloodline. It's
you have a strong.
hereditary.
You have a strong bloodline.
Can we hear them at this point?
Do you understand primordial?
No, but we can hear them talking.
You
right?
can hear them talking in primordial.
Oh, Val's gone. As soon as she saw they were buddy, she's out the room with the White Dragon book.
Dexy's still downstairs.
And he just leans over. And you have a strong bloodline.
What? She's looking between Balthier, the Dragonborn, and is like, so what happened to dickhead who abandoned me?
And Balthier pulls his hand out of his pocket. And you see that there's nothing in his hand.
Sorry.
And he blows into his hand, and you see a spectral silhouette of a figure that resembles your father.
He doesn't know what he looks like, so
you see that, but you see that it is distinctly a Air Genasi form.
Tony, you're breathing into your mic. Yeah. She kind of looks at us. So that's him.
This is what's left. Yes.
So Daddy-O is just no.
Her father sacrificed his life. Everybody gets one.
Well, it's good to know that I randomly like to sacrifice myself like him. That's where I get that from. Okay.
It's another reason why I can't do that again. It's the reason why I can't do it again.
What deal did he make?
Your life.
My life.
He tried. God, did he try? That's where you get your stubbornness from.
So why did he? What was going to
He was being pulled apart every day. Again. And again. And again.
That rings a bell in Aurora's mind because of what the Raven Queen tried to do to her that one time. Is it?
Go ahead, ask what you're gonna ask.
Did the your mother
No.
who?
No.
Mentally, physically,
All of it.
who?
What do you hunt?
Noted. Her fists are just like bald and just pure white knuckles.
And he turns. You're stronger.
How did why was my life the one in danger?
That's not my story to tell.
Who's gonna tell me the damn story if not you?
Nobody.
She's getting annoyed.
Nobody.
Oh, cool. So I'm gonna mention just take this information, gather it all up, put this rage between that motherfucker who got in my head, who got in my fucking friend's head, my teammate's head, and apparently is the reason that I'm fucking alive and killed my dad, and the reason that you made a deal with him. And I'm just not meant to know why in any way whatsoever.
No.
And why? Because in what way is that even remote? What if I would just walk away right now? Because of that bullshit. What if I was to abandon this to go find out why? She's having a fit. She's full on standing up. She's
Then
cool.
you'd be in the same position that he was.
Why was I in danger? Was it him? Was it someone else? Did he make a stupid fucking deal? Did he let him get in his head like I did?
Do you remember your childhood?
It's been a while. It was normal. Playing with younger siblings, living in a village, protecting it when people came.
You have siblings.
And he holds out his hand that he blows into, and you see you as a child in his hand.
Okay.
For the record, I could see these illusions, right? I
Yes,
have no idea what they're saying, but
you
I
have
can
no
see
idea what they're
him
saying,
doing
but
this.
you've
Okay.
seen. So the first one, you saw the first one that resembled an air genasi man, and now you see what looks to resemble Aura at about maybe
I
6
will
years old.
say, Tony, you would know that me and Dexy have talked in Primordial to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
He
don't
just couldn't
know.
understand it.
Or no, Almanar, I'm pretty sure is just fascinated by this whole thing.
How long has this taken?
Primordial.
Because as soon as they start speaking primordial, no, fuck it. I would have cast tongues on myself as soon as they started.
Then
For the
you
record, Dexy does not know Primordial.
I just didn't want to interrupt the flow of the
somewhat.
conversation.
Oh my god, not Dexy. Oh my god. Twig. No. I'm sorry. I don't know what my head was doing.
So.
Oh my god, I'm feeling
So then
Twig
all
hasn't been in the library though.
So then
he doesn't
Al.
hear him.
So then
Twig
Al.
no.
You've then understood all of it.
I've just been quietly sitting at my book, just kind of just like this.
Or he shows you in his hand. You. At 6 years old.
Just looking at it. Like, yep. It's the me, Aurora.
You know what those are?
Memories?
Souls. I carry every single one that I've ever taken.
Oh, cool. You have my childhood soul. Why am I alive? What if I was gonna make a deal with you before, why would you have agreed to it if you wanted my soul? Because you seem to have already have my soul. So like, what is?
Now you understand.
So I pretty much have no choice, no free will. You own me, that type of stuff. I'm gonna.
I don't own anybody.
But you have my soul as a kid, as me. Is that me? Is that you still have me, or is that just like a part of me that you have taken, stolen, made a deal with for?
Dexy
Died.
is in Warlock.
You died.
I died.
That was the deal that was made.
That I
One.
got brought back.
One.
One
For
for
one.
one. One for one. Nice. So my dumbass got killed, died of natural causes. Maybe not. Maybe it's just a fucking heart, like this conversation feels like. Or my dad decided he was gonna fucking sacrifice himself for no motherfucking reason when him and my mom could have saved this fucking world. But hey, what?
You're not ready.
Al is going to slowly start standing up.
This is I am not.
And Balthier hears the chair move and he looks over. You're good, cleric.
Good.
Aurora, I think this is something that you'll have to come to terms with over time.
No,
I say in common.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no. She's gonna keep talking primordial because she is
That's fine.
human. And she knows Elven too, right? She would backstory wise.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, because I meant to ask you that before.
Yep, I'll allow that. Yeah.
She's slipping back and forth because mother taught her that. Well, she taught. She just keeps going like no. I think I should know why I died and why my stupid ass father abandoned my mother.
There are
and
some things that we
child.
can't learn right away. We need to work towards it.
I have 4 somebodies who have all the answers apparently, and I have a wonderful god who I follow, and apparently they've been keeping secrets from me, but I meant to follow, and I want to follow.
He kind of winces.
Like, oh
Those
god, like
who seem to have all the answers normally don't have what you want.
well, I don't
And
care if the answer hurts. I don't care if it makes me want to
Then you're
undo the
not-
deal done.
Then you're not ready.
Not what I meant.
If you're going to throw away what was given to you,
I am not going to undo the deal done because it was done for a reason.
then you're not ready to listen.
I'm going to slowly start walking towards them.
She is taking 3 steps back.
Look,
You've never seen Aurora freak out this much. Like, you've seen her freak out over shit, but this is full on poof.
Look,
like hair.
I can't know exactly how you're feeling, but believe me, I've had my fair share of, for lack of a better term, oh shit moments. This feels like one of those. It's honestly better to take a step back and give it time. This is coming from someone who's been through a few of these moments.
Yep.
You want to figure it out and push it and get it all figured out now. That's not the best course of action. It'll only end in failure.
It will end in tears and annoyance, and I'm going to put every single bit of
It will
fucking
end in
annoyance I
tears and
have,
annoyance regardless.
and I'm going to put every single bit of annoyance I have into this fucking blade, and I'm going to drive it through that fucking drow's heart.
Well, you won't help. You won't get towards that goal by standing here bickering with him.
Nope, but we got apparently a dragon to kill, and then we have to go find this fucking drow who has fucked up not only me, my father apparently, maybe my mother was involved, my siblings, my fucking brothers back home could have been involved somehow, my fucking best friend Twig, you got fucked up by him. He has fucked up my life more than I have known apparently. So yeah, no, I want to know all the answers so I can go and shove every fucking one of my fucking unknown answers up his raw fucking asshole.
Okay.
Dexy,
Haruhi doesn't understand any of this.
Oh my
because
god,
he's
yeah,
still
you're just
speaking in
reading this.
Primordial, right?
They're going from primordial to elven
Common. I'm just
And
speaking
common. Yep.
Okay, I was gonna say because you said at first that you were speaking in primordial, so that's why I was like,
she's like
Haruhi
back
and GORTHOCK are still in the library, and I
No,
don't know
GORTHOCK
where-
is.
GORTHOCK never went to the library.
I thought he was asking the counter lady. All right,
it was
never mind.
girlfriend.
Oh,
He
that
went
was
to
his
his
girlfriend. I thought
Right.
that was the counter lady. Never mind.
No,
Sorry.
the only person who works the library is Darvos.
The super horny.
The super horny like gay boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mhm. My
Can-
hero.
Could you
I thought
do a
that's what
favor?
GORTHOCK was talking to.
Could you do a favor for me?
Like a dry.
No, to Aurora.
Yeah, I'm
Could
running
you
out
do
of
something
papers.
for me?
Yeah.
Could you take me for a walk? Could you walk me around the grounds?
She's just gonna
No,
look at
I
him.
get it. No. I get where he's going with this.
I'd like you to just. I haven't really discovered this entire place. I would like you to just walk around with me.
Let's GORTHOCK slide.
She's just gonna look at him and be like, "Are you right now in the
100%.
middle of this?"
Precisely.
This is really good. Yeah.
She's just gonna clench her fist like this and just let go and be like, can I just borrow that book? I will give it back by the end of the day.
And Darvos looks at you as this book does not leave the library.
Fucking noted. She's gonna do that. She's just gonna straight up keep her teeth closed. And
Balthier turns to you, Almanar, and he starts walking past you. And he stops and looks at you. Your father was a good man.
Kind of look down.
His final moments, he thought of you.
I was going to say that once Dexy saw that there was some kind of mention of not being able to take a book out, I was going to head up to try and start.
You didn't hear any of that.
he's reading the book.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He's got the book.
So I'm just going up there to document whatever she was trying to take out of the library. I'm trying to get that written down. Completely silent. Dexy's just going to walk up and be like,
And
as Balthier says that, Al kind of looks down, clears his throat. I failed him. I failed him.
Just know that he was very proud of you. May that bring you some semblance of peace.
Certainly helps. Thank you.
It's part of the job.
How about that walk?
And as Balthier starts walking towards the stairs, you watch as he starts disappearing.
Or is re-gripping her fist because she is.
Well, I'll
Hi.
just
Sorry,
start on my
Tony.
own.
I'm sorry,
No,
Tony.
I'll just go on my own. Thank you.
Aurора's gonna follow him. Aurora, just keeping quiet and poofy air is just her. It's windy. Today's a windy day.
And
I'll just keep kind of like.
And Darvos wraps up the book and brings it back to the back room.
Thank you again for the books. It was very helpful.
And he just walks away.
So, what is there to see here? I've seen the garden, the training pits. What else is there other than the bar?
There's there's these wonderful things, and she's gonna pull out her sword and like to the dummy things that her and Twig used to practice on, and she's gonna just fucking thunder smite it, just full on. She's gonna like put all her fucking anger, just whew.
Well, I certainly can't do that. That is quite impressive.
How about you try a swing? Just anything you have, any spell, any weapon, just swing.
How big is the training pit? Like the training area?
Training area is rather large, maybe about 100 by 100.
Is it empty right now?
Not quite. There's always people out there training. You see people out there with bow and arrows, shooting arrows. You see people.
Excuse me, can I just have an open space for a minute? I need a large space. I need to try something.
And as you say that, you hear a familiar voice, a soothing voice, the familiar one. Why doesn't everybody step back? I got this. And walking up to you in his robes, it's Father Jakarta. And he steps up and stands directly in front of you.
I lower my head.
And he drops his hands down to his side, and he plants his feet into the ground.
In front of me?
In front of you. Push me.
I was thinking something,
Push me.
Okay. I'll
And he smiles.
put my hands on his chest.
Okay.
And just do a slow push, like try and just push him backwards, not push him over.
He slides backwards, but he looks at you and he's scanning you. Come on, let it out.
And he's gonna take a step back, and just tackle him.
And he goes down with you. He lets you take him down to the ground.
Release your inner Gorthok!
And he is holding you.
I let go of him. I just roll over my back.
And he sits up on his knees and looks at you as you lay there. Do you feel better?
I don't know.
What can I do for you? The both of you. And he looks up from Almanar and he looks over at you, or
Nope. She just straight up goes, nope.
I'll come to a knee and I'll put my hand on his shoulder. Thank you. That was unpredictable. He kind of dust himself off.
And he stands up, and Jakarta does the same and wipes his hand.
Thank you.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder. Don't ever be afraid.
Oh, there's a lot to be afraid of.
Of course there is. Demons, dragons.
Yourself.
Myself. Yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Her.
Very much. She is quite intimidating.
And he just smiles. As long as you know.
Oh, I know who to keep as friends.
Oh my god, was that a threat? Should you be afraid of me? She's saying this. She's like, are you? Oh my god, am I? Oh.
No, let's just say I'm glad you're on my side. I wouldn't want to be one of your adversaries. And that is a compliment, not a threat. He kind of rubs his face. Well, I believe we have a dragon to kill. Somewhere. Where was it? Craghammer? Yes. Where were they? I totally forgot about that. Oh.
Anybody who's available, we got a dragon. It's something.
Is this just the whole guild you just called?
The whole group.
Oh, our group. Okay.
I guess no. Actually,
party chat. The guild.
Who are you calling?
Oh no, actually, yeah, no. In that sense, she would not have been thinking about it. She's like, I'm gonna call everybody. So if it's based on what she thinks, she's calling everybody.
So
we got a dragon to kill.
Okay, so when you call everybody.
Oh my god.
you call the
Like the ringing feedback.
entire yeah, essentially, because everybody hears the
Guild
same
strike.
in the guild. Everybody hears the same message.
Give us a fun
Often,
toy, we'll
who
break it.
knows where Gorthok just looks over at Charlotte.
Yeah, no, and Charlotte like looks at her amulet, and she looks at you, and just goes,
I think mistakes were made.
Sounds like it.
Where did Val go?
Where the fuck is everybody? That's
Everybody's everywhere.
Yeah,
Everybody-
I think we're all spread
I'm
pretty
gonna
thin
think
here.
of the group plus Val and say, let's convene either in the bar or
See,
the fighting
now
area.
here's
What do
where
you
I
guys
get
think?
confused because I thought we all agreed because Dexy was flat out drunk off his ass that
He needed a day. Yeah.
that we were going to convene the very next in-game day.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing. Al does no clue. He was so focused on those books, he has no idea.
He had a boner for his books. He wasn't paying attention.
Right,
Yeah.
but no, I was under the impression that we were waiting the entire day. I thought that was agreed upon. I was like, okay.
No, we did say that.
But we still have
Good.
prep stuff to do. It's just we're leaving
Right.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what, you know,
Still
I just
talk
wanted to
about
know
this,
what
though.
the plan of the prep was.
leaving
Hey.
tomorrow.
research, you know,
We got the
supply
research.
up. Well, Gorthok is still doing his research.
Ah.
Yeah, his research, huh? Yeah.
There he is.
Is that what you kids are
Hey,
calling?
I didn't say what type of research. He just doing research.
Hey,
Mm.
Aurora's actually gonna lean into Al and be like, "Have you heard anything from our new captain? He hasn't really found anything."
You don't know if he
It's
hasn't
only been
found
roughly-
anything.
Wow.
It's only been a few hours, I'd say. I mean, we did go to the library. I'm not sure where he went.
Did y'all even walk through the lobby where Dexy was?
I don't know the
Well,
layout of
I'll
the
just
guild.
leave.
Tony does not know, so we could have.
No,
Yeah,
we jumped
you-
off the balcony. Like
Cool.
levitated
No,
with wings,
you-
wings out and all.
You would have if you had walked down the stairs and everything, you would have walked past Dexy.
I would have passed him too because I went straight for the bar when I left the library.
Mm-hmm. So then also Haruhi, where would
I guess
Oh,
I
no.
would be. What?
Oh, don't mind me.
I don't know. I guess.
Foot cramp.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Are you saying
foot
something?
cramp?
No, yeah, I guess I would have left the library shortly after everyone started talking in primordial and other languages. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Probably would have just like slithered on out and yeah, probably gone to the bar to have a nice cup of tea.
Okay.
No more alcohol for me tonight. I am a good girl. Need to be well rested for the morrow.
And
Dexy is just.
I think, was Twig getting potions?
yes.
Yes, Twig.
So-
What say you?
So we'll do that right quick as well with Twig. I'm assuming going to Azalon's office.
Yes.
And as you approach, you see that he is scattered everywhere in his office as usual, with scrolls rolled halfway off the desk. Some are rolled halfway up the wall. Some are everywhere. And there are
I'll
multiple.
cross my arms
and
and
you
lean
see
up
that-
against the door.
You also see that there are multiple inkwells in the entire room, all with quill pens in them. And
As
he's,
I'm leaning against the door frame, I just.
and he's finishing up writing. He has his back to you currently, and he's finishing. Yes, just 1 second. Just making the final adjustments. There. Yes, Twig, what can I do for you?
Good day, Aslan. Well, as far as I know, I was sent here to get more potions. It seems we are about to undertake quite a ferocious battle, and I was
Yes,
wanted to be prepared.
Val. Anytime Val Duskwood shows up, there's always some form of ferocious battle that needs to be had. And he sits down in his chair. We all love her, though. She is great. She's great. She's absolutely great. And he just And he just
Yeah,
sits.
she seems like a very nice person.
Oh, yes. Once you get to know her, she's
Very
nothing but,
caring individual.
yes, nothing but sunshine and rainbows when you actually get to know her.
Val says otherwise with that take.
And he just sits there. What can I get you? What do you need?
Well, considering that we might be fighting a dragon,
And he
many
just
health
and he
potions and-
drops one of the quill pens and he just
my thoughts exactly.
I love that.
We're doing this again.
Do you have a dragon survival kit?
I'm wondering though, if the dragon and
Do you know what color dragon at this point?
I do not.
Okay. That's great.
and he's
When you're
he's-
left in the dark as much as me, you just learn to live with it.
Oh, Twig.
Oh, oh.
Is Haruhi here? Am I listening to this? Because I'm just gonna like embrace Twig. Just give him a big hug.
Oh,
There, buddy. They're there.
Going off
I
the
mean, I'm gonna say no because this happens during the same time frame as when everybody else went to the library.
Dexy is
Oh, we're backtracking a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, we're
okay, okay,
backtracking
fine,
a little
fine.
bit. Yeah,
All right.
yeah. This
Fair enough, fair
when
enough.
everybody kind of went, okay, and break. You know, then you guys went to the library. Twig went to
Got you.
Aslan's office.
My bad.
So this is backtracking a little bit.
All right.
And I understand your frustration when it comes to being left in the dark. And he just kind of scans like all the different vials that he has in his office, and he just kind of looks around.
I mean, what would you want, though? Like, what would you...
Well, I still have the one that I got for myself last time.
Mm-hmm.
2 greater and 4 regular.
Yes.
And you see that, like, as you say that, you see that he flips over a couple of pages.
Yes, there it is.
So there would be,
Do you want 4 more greater?
yeah, that would probably be for the best.
I'll tell you what. You know what? I'll tell you what. 3S 4G.
And he walks over and has these 3 larger vials.
These are superior healing potions. You may need these.
Very well.
And also, here's 4 more graders, because you can never go wrong with that. If I knew what color dragon, I'd be able to help you with maybe some form of resistance, but I don't know.
Give me one moment.
Of
He
course.
touches his eye patch, and he contacts the 4 that were going to the library.
Okay.
Does anybody know what color the dragon is going to be?
Working on it.
And then I would say, as that message comes through, that would be at the same point that you had read the part about Craghammer being cold climated. Although at least the mountains,
What does it mean?
right? Then that whole thing happened, and Val just kind of going fuck and throwing the black dragon book and picking up the white dragon.
Yeah.
Looks like it could be a white dragon.
Okay. And he returned to Adelon. So I'm assuming that it's going to be a white dragon.
And he just kind of leans back and takes the quill pen and just.
Of course, it's fucking white. Of course, it's a white dragon. Why wouldn't it be a white dragon?
And he stands up.
He kind of touches his hair. He's like, What's wrong with white?
And the white dragon, which means Val wants to hunt it even more now.
Ah,
And he stands up and just like readjusts his robe. This means she wants to hunt it even more than usual, which means you're going to need more of these, and that's fine. Everything's fine. I'll just have to make more later. And
if you ever need assistance, I can always help you gather.
I would love assistance to make these things. And he takes down 2 rows of vial, which is 10 vials. And he sits them down, and they are kind of like look like this white viscous fluid in them.
I'm gonna pick one up and shake it.
You pick it up, and it's cold to the touch. It's very cold to the touch. Yes, those are resistance to cold. That should help you from freezing over. If it is a white dragon, that'll definitely help you.
Well, I appreciate it. As one as always.
They last an hour, so I'm giving you 10 just in case.
Right. And as always, I appreciate your help and candor.
Of course, anything I can do for the guild is what I'm here for.
And you do your job excellently.
So I'm told. Then he smiled.
There is one thing more that I ask of you, and I don't wish to take up your time as much as I already have.
No, it's no trouble. This is what I do.
Considering that you have so many alchemical reagents, do you happen to know how to make a poison?
He puts his quill pen back into the inkwell, and he takes off his glasses. He sets them on the desk, and he looks at you. What kind of poison?
You found his kink.
Now that I think
Killing
about it, I
kind.
recall fighting these creatures in the fortress, and their poison was quite devastating.
Tincalians.
Tincalians, yeah.
Tincalians, poisonous.
Would you have any
Paralyzing.
Tincalian poison?
And he stands up, and he turns and looks at you. The Knight Commander doesn't really approve of my work, but he tells me to keep doing it anyway, just in case. And he reaches up, and he pulls a candle, and it... and the wall swivels. And there are... and it is lined from top to bottom.
Fuck.
All different kinds of poisons. All there, all categorized, everything as to what they do, everything. It's all there.
Well, I know where Twig's going to be spending most of his time now.
And he kind of just, and Aslan just kind of looks at the wall. I have my studies that I do.
Well, then, I will have to get together with you, and you will have to show me.
I can definitely do that. If you're not doing anything at nights, usually, it's usually when I try to
Most definitely, I'm
make
the
some
only thing
things.
I really
So
do
I
at
try to
night
make some
is
things.
sleep.
Oh, I have a thing for that too.
Oh. Unfortunately, magic cannot put me to sleep. So,
Neither can I.
uh,
He's a high elf.
oh yeah, just some Tincalian poison and perhaps one vial of the strongest poison you have.
So he pulls 3 vials of the Tincalian one, and he gently places them on the desk. And he reaches down to where you see this black iron box that has chains over it. He lifts it up, and it lands on the desk with a very good hefty the hefty thud on it. And he pulls out a couple of keys, and he unlocks it, and he opens it up, and he swivels the box around to you. There are 6 vials in there, all the same color. It's all purple. And he looks at you with a very straight face and goes, "These are purple worm poison."
I don't believe I've ever heard of those.
You want it dead?
Indeed.
He looks down at the poison. It'll die agonizingly.
If
Slowly.
one were to ingest a small amount,
Be dead in minutes.
there is no antidote.
I make poisons, not antidotes.
Oh,
Hmm.
shit.
I will take
that's good.
one.
I would be careful handling this, you know?
And he just kind of like, and he just gives you this like this sick like smile.
Holy shit, he's got a dark side. Fuck.
Told you we
Like,
found his kink.
yes, kill
It's
like
yourself.
I make poisons, not antidotes, Twig.
It's like walking into your parents' meeting ass.
Well, poisons are just fine.
They better be.
I'm going to take one of the purple worm poisons,
Of course. And
and
You take one of the vials and he closes the box and he rechains it and he places it on the bottom shelf again. And he pulls the lever and it swivels back to what it was before with all of his notes and everything on it.
I very carefully start putting all the vials into the bag of holding.
And he puts his glasses back on. He picks up his ink pen, his quill pen, and he writes and he scribbles something in underneath the rest of the stuff that was handed out. So you got all of your healing potions and all of the resistance potions that I could possibly ever give you.
Indeed,
Is there anything else I can do for you?
you have done more than enough for me today, Havalon.
Well, that's what I'm here for. That's what I do.
For now, I will bid you good day.
Good day. Good luck with your dragon.
Good luck with your studies.
Always.
Wholesome as fuck. You know when you go into a grocery store and you buy one thing and the cashier is just like, I hope you have a wonderful day, sweetie. That's what just fucking happened.
Because the only thing that's noted that's missing are the 3 superior, the 4 greater, and the 10 vials of cult resistance. That's all that's missing.
Damn.
So Twig is going to make his way back to the bar.
Which is at this point that you see everybody start reconvening.
I'm going to go ahead, before I round the corner, I'm going to go ahead and take out one of the 10 Galleon poisons.
Okay.
I'm going to dip a finger in it just a little bit.
I'm going to need you.
And
The tiniest bit?
just
All right.
Before you come around the corner, so we won't see you if you die.
Yeah, before. Twig done stupid
So-
things in the dark.
Oh,
So I'm going to need you to make... I'm going to need you to make con save. First off, I'm going to need you to make con save.
Right.
That's first.
This is okay. This ain't the purple. This is the one that's. Why would you
No,
paralyze
this is just
yourself?
Italian.
Purple worm poison. Let this be known. This is not the
It's
purple
not the
worm
purple
poison.
worm. No.
Why would you paralyze yourself
for,
though?
for those of you who have played D&D before that are watching, everybody, those who do not know, purple worm poison is one of the most deadliest, dangerous poisons that can ever be had.
would you have
Dungeons and
let him
Dragons.
take all 6?
No, Aslan
Okay.
would not have let him take all 6.
Okay, just curious.
Because the second that Aslan saw that more than one was missing, he would have looked at him and been like, "You said you were taking one. Put them both back."
Oh, okay.
We're getting the man of his word.
No, Twig's good guy. Good guy, Twig.
So first, like I said, I'm gonna need that.
It
That
is
con save.
a 18. Or no. My mistake. 17. 15 plus 3.
Oh, nice.
Is 18.
Wait.
Yeah, it's 18.
That's 18.
Okay.
15
I
plus-
can't math.
We're here for that.
So that is 13 points of poison damage.
Okay.
But you are not paralyzed.
Okay. And I'm just gonna like
Yeah,
put it away.
it sucks. And it tastes horrifying.
And I'm gonna go back to the bar. How you said how much poison damage?
That was 13. I'll get you the stats for everything before next week because
Okay.
I don't even know the stats for purple worm poison.
Right.
I gotta find that. I'm probably going to regret my decision for giving you that at 5th level, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It doesn't matter. Everything's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh no, Twig's not going to pour it in the group punch and murder everybody.
Oh my
No,
god,
we're
I'm not
not.
drinking the Kool-Aid now.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm not drinking the fucking Kool-Aid, okay?
Come with me, brothers, and enjoy.
From
the
now on,
I
party.
remember-
anything that Twig
I remember
hands me,
Twig saying he was
I'm not
going to get
taking.
Gorthok back.
You don't know that he has poisons, though.
Right, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Fair the fucking enough. God
don't
damn
know
it.
that he
Twig
has
is gonna fucking poison me on the low, especially on the newbie in the group. Twig's gonna be like,
No.
let me test it out on this bitch.
I'm gonna say, just right off the bat, as soon as groups were like disbanding and everything, we were all heading back to the pub and everything.
Dexy knows.
Dexy knows.
Yeah, Dexy has been looking through all of this.
Oh, yeah. And you're watching all of this show up, finding out.
The first person that he finds, searches for, as soon as everybody starts heading back to the tavern in the guild, is Haruhi.
Okay.
Simply because he knows that she is not part of any of these conversations, so there's a very good chance she's at the bar, and he's just going to be like, huh?
So Haruhi, what he's showing you is that showing up in real time are conversations that are happening.
Like 3 different conversations. All
Right. So there's the one conversation that's finishing up with Twig and Azalon. There's the conversation that's happening between, at this point now, Aura, Almanar, and Jakarta.
Okay.
And whatever conversation that is happening between Gorthok and Charla is all showing up in real time, like
Okay, alright.
literally. So literally word for word, verbatim, like almost like robotic as it shows up. Like there's no creative like spirit to it.
Okay.
It's literally just like
flourish. There's no flourish.
Yeah. So it's essentially if you've ever seen like a screenplay, that's kind of what it is. It's literally like a script.
Okay.
And like Aura, Almanar, Balthier, etc., etc., etc.
That's exactly how Betai was visioning it, was as a play.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay.
Like there's no it's literally like there's no flourish, there's no art, there's no creativity to it, there's no art to it.
Okay.
Dry as a bone.
Is this being
Are you
transcribed in human? In
Yeah,
common?
it's all written in common.
Okay. All right.
And-
so
but-
now
and-
I
It's all
am-
translated?
It's all
That's
translated.
what I was asking. Yeah.
Oh.
So how it shows up.
snap.
So how it shows up, and he's showing you the one that was said in Primordial. It says Balthier, Primordial, words.
Okay.
Rora, Primordial, words. Darvos, Primordial, words.
But it's not written in primordial. It's
No, it
in
is
common.
written in common, but before
But it
all
says
the words says
Okay.
Primordial or Orchid, etc. Whatever language was spoken, it says that this is the language it was spoken in, and then
Okay.
what was said.
All right. So now Haruhi's like up to date with what's
Oh
going
yeah,
on
and if you flip to the very beginning of the book,
Mm-hmm.
the silver-edged book that he hands you, it is word for word. Every conversation, every fight, every little thing that has happened, including your own conversations that you've had,
Oh, okay.
including your own. And you look at the front of it, and it says,
Oh no, he's
Oh.
roboting out.
no.
It was getting good. Wait, no.
He's good. You're good. You're good.
and it says on the front of the book, it says Tales of the Queen's Congress
Okay.
by Dexamera Kabaal.
Okay, so Dexy, am I allowed to have like free reign and flip through the book, or are you just showing me one specific thing out of it, or?
At first, Dexy is like, "Do you see this shit? Please see this shit. I can't."
Haruhi's just gonna like take the book and be like confused, trying to flip through slowly,
Yeah,
and then
it's
just
like
being like, okay.
There's like a mid 2000s like goth chain attached to the bottom of it that just goes straight to his wallet in his back pocket, so it doesn't go anywhere. But yeah, you got it in your possession for now.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not gonna steal it, okay, bro.
Don't
I'm
go
not
too
gonna
far
steal
back.
the
You might-
book of
that's-
destiny over here.
but that's what
Hot topic.
that's what it said.
Just don't
I
go
know
too
the
far
hot
back.
topic chain to your trip pants, like
That's the front of the book, and the symbol that is on the cover is the same pendant that you all carry with you.
So does it go
Okay.
all the way back at Seaborn?
Yes.
Mm.
Don't go too far back. Do not go too far back.
Haruhi is gonna flip as far back as she can because
You're
she
gonna be
wants to
upset.
get caught up on
So-
everyone's
So you
mannerisms, everyone's
Yep.
conversations, everything she's missed.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
you
So
sit
she
there.
wants to
You go to
really,
the very
like,
beginning of
know.
the book. You go to like the first
Thank
like
you.
you open up the book,
Just gonna,
and the first front cover and like the very like, first page of it says
yeah.
my gift to the Congress. AB.
Okay. Wait, say that again. My gift to the Congress. What?
AB.
AB. Okay.
Mhm.
Do I know what AB stands for? Does Haruhi understand this? Or-
Yes. Maybe.
I mean,
I'm trying to remember how he introduced himself to you, and no, he did say his name was Alexander Black. So what you can gather, I would say, what you can gather from this is AB is Alexander Blackhand,
Okay.
because he said to you that he outfitted all of them,
Mm-hmm.
and like this is his gift to them. And you flip through it, it has the beginning, the very beginning, the formation of both team, how it used to be two teams, all of the adventures from talking about half ogres and runes, talking about orcs and runes, talking about the mines with bullets. It has everything about Aura when she got taken over and got stabbed, and it has every
Okay.
single thing up to this moment. And when you get back to where it had where you are now,
Yeah.
currently, Dexy, do you see this shit? The conversations that you just had is all there. Watch, and you're just watching the words appear
it's cool,
on
right?
the page. And
Yeah, Haruhi's just gonna be
and
like
as-
dumbfounded at this point because she's never seen anything like this in her life. So
yeah,
she's
and
just-
and as he says, isn't that cool? You watch on the top of the page, Dexy. Isn't that cool?
yeah, she's gonna be like just super happy and just be like, "Oh my god, this is so cool! I'm so glad that you showed me this, and now I get to get all caught up with everyone's, stuff at this point and everything that I missed."
And you're watching it all.
As my like words are popping up on the.
Mm-hmm. As you're saying it,
Dexy is just
watching it
giggling,
all
like,
go over and
it even does your little your speech connotations. It's like the accent is there. Your accent is
Oh.
there. Isn't it? I like this thing. I really think it's going to bring us together as a group. But with that being said, I think that at least you and I have a lot to talk about as far as what is going on with everybody. Because I don't know, and you don't know, but we both know now.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I heard people speaking in Primordial in the library, and I just kind of slithered away. I didn't understand. So, but now, I mean, I can see that this is some crazy shit that's going down with Aura. I mean,
Motherfuckers just be speaking in different languages. And
I know. I'm, a little bit insulted. I need to learn some new languages. People might be talking shit behind my back. No, I'm kidding.
So we have this one person named Hora.
and no, go ahead. Was there anything else that you wanted to go over?
I was just going to kind of close it out on, we are going to go through this together.
Yeah, so we're just gonna leave it off with us just chilling together. I'll just sip my tea while we're both just sitting here like, oh my god, over this book.
So and as you see a glow on the front cover as the both of you are going through this together. The front cover, the very front cover of it glows very briefly, and it fades. As I'm assuming you have it open at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
On the bar, like, so you see like the light shine from the cover.
Yeah. So what is that? What is the
Close
light?
it. You close it, and you see on the front cover, "The Trials of the Queen's Congress" by Dexy, Kabaal, and Haruhi Fujioka.
Okay, so our names are both on the book now?
Both of your names are on the book.
Dexy would like to hide his tears.
Free action, bonus action to cry.
I use
He's
my
just
bonus
like,
action to cry.
so,
Free action, please.
what does this mean?
I don't know. We need to.
I'm just gonna be like grabbing Dexy and be like, am I part of this book now? I mean, is this like our book? Is this?
You've always been part of this book, Haru. We've always been part of this book. We need to drink more and figure this out.
Yes, we do.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, with Dexy and Haruhi coming together on this book, and
It's like arm
the
in
rest,
arm with our book.
yep, and the rest of the party eventually finding their way to the bar to reconvene. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to close it out tonight.
Holy shit.
We do hope that you had a wonderful time joining us. So, with that, a couple of things to go over real quick.
Oh, well.
Couple of things to go over real quick. Heather, I hope you'll be joining us
For at least a little bit next
for a
week.
little bit next week.
We will see.
We're gonna have
We're
to
never
try
letting
to.
you leave, Al.
Oh,
Do we
we're
know
gonna.
anything about how big or old this dragon could be,
I mean,
guys? 'Cause
We
that's
need
just
your
scary.
help.
If you guys
That's why
need
GORTHOCK was going to go around asking.
if you guys need another week to work out your shit, Val can be like, I'm gonna go scout it out. Meet me there.
We all crit down here.
Like I said, GORTHOCK just makes it work with pleasure.
If
Oh,
it's
So.
man.
ancient or like even adult, we don't stand a chance. Like,
Probably just a
That's-
baby. Don't worry about it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Aw.
just a baby dragon. Isn't this like, just a little...
Maybe,
You don't
maybe
know.
he just wants to
You don't
just
know.
come
that's the
sit.
thing. We
65.
don't know, man.
Maybe
You don't
we can
know.
just talk to
By the
him.
way,
Oh, no, it's
can I
going to be
just
sorted
say-
out through an axe.
You
Can I
don't
just
know.
say, Matt, it feels so good to just yell.
It does, doesn't it?
That is very satisfying.
It is, isn't it? Release your inner GORTHOCK! Ah!
First time I have ever raised my voice on this comm with you guys like that.
When did you even raise your voice? I feel like, you're so like calm, collected.
Please, guys,
Was
please.
that you raising your voice? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly.
When I screamed and tackled someone tonight.
You didn't scream. You were like, I'm
So-
going to tackle him
so-
to the ground.
Did you not hear my?
You were like, ah! Like,
So, all right,
I was.
guys, before we start getting off on tangents, I would like to just make a note of a couple of things. One, our lovely dice bags that we have,
Fucking.
Which I get to show some of
which
them
we
off.
get to show them off.
I'm excited.
Now, who's that one,
Creative.
Val?
This one is Aura's.
Or
Aw, Abby loved.
Nice.
Ah,
That's
And
awesome.
This is Gorthock's.
Oh, I love it.
It's so nice.
It looks like your arm, bro.
Yep.
And
Yep.
this is Silas.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
so there you go, guys.
The only
And
place Silas has a one up on me.
Val, where could we possibly find these awesome dice bags?
On Facebook, Val Duskwood Designs. The dragon scale is guilt-free. If it's not donated willingly, they started the fight.
yep.
All right.
Okay.
Resource dragon scales. Get yours
Free
today.
range, baby.
Free
And
range,
dragons.
Free
guilt-free.
range.
Guilt free.
On the
And-
topic of sponsors, I'm just gonna really quick list
Yep.
the other two. The
Nope,
other
no problem.
one is a costume designer, cosplayer, and writer. You can find them at Instagram at midnight_rogue_. They are currently making something special for us all, and I cannot wait for you all to see it. It is amazing. I've been getting sneak peeks, and yes. And then we'd also like to big shout out to 8-bit medics. I cannot say that fucking word. I hate it. They are a charity group. I don't know if the person is here to talk at all, but they are pretty sure there's a link on the website to more information. Yes, there is.
Yes, there is.
I see nodding heads. Yes, there is. So please go over and check them out, and feel free to go check them out. And then, yes, and there's Hi Miss Emma too.
And yes, and then getting to that finally, be sure to tune in on Tuesday, and I believe it is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, for Scattered Questions, where the lovely guests for this Tuesday, which will be the one and only Val Duskwood and our paladin fighter, Miss Oratia.
Ladies' night.
Ladies' night, yes, with our definitely lovely host.
Oh,
Emma.
lovely.
So I hope you guys. So we will see you guys then for that. And just remember, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to that.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Night.
Thanks for watching.
We love you.